It is the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. MJ and the crew. The time at 6 o'clock exactly. Well, I say MJ and the crew, but it's a half-assed operation today. And when I say half-assed, I mean half-assed because, well, Fester only has half an ass. I mean, he's a big dude, Froggy, but he only has like half a butt.
He's less than half. He's a quarter of an ass.
He's got like, it's sort of like cliff butt. You know, his butt kind of goes off a cliff. Here's Fester. Fester's walking in late. Hey, Fester, glad you can make it here. Thanks. No Roxanne, no sign of Roxanne this morning. So that's why I was saying that it's a half-ass show because it was only half of us. It was only me and Froggy.
Now we're up 3/4 of an ass.
Now it's a three.
75 cents of ass here.
It's a 3/4 ass show right now.
No, they give us this little credit card size key pass to get into the building, and mine slipped between like my seats in the car. So I got here in plenty of time.
Why do you have your key card pass just floating around and not in a wallet?
Mine's in my wallet.
Where's your? Where's your Pulp Fiction wallet?
I stopped carrying that.
Why?
Because I had an appointment with Dr. Mark complaining about sciatica pain.
Oh, that's right, because your wallet in your flat butt was causing some kind of back pain issue.
He's like...
that's right.
Kind of gives me an exam, and he's like, the problem is you have no ass, and you're an obese man, and you carry a wallet, and it sits right there in your joint, and it gives you pain. So I'm all lanyards. I don't carry
He has keys? Like 4 lanyards on.
Oh my God. How many lanyards do you have? Your keys on a lanyard? You have your...
It's like a roadie.
My key pass is on a lanyard.
So how did your key pass get off your lanyard then?
It stayed on, but it fell between the crevasse between the center console and the passenger seat.
Yeah, his car ate it.
Yeah. So I'm looking around.
Surprised you didn't eat it.
Yeah. Well, it's not chocolate covered.
I mean, what a good idea.
Chocolate covered security cards.
So anyway, I'm here. I've been here, but I had to find my stupid pass.
Oh, phenomenal.
Yeah, he was here because I saw your headphones.
Hey, a couple of things to start the show. Did you guys notice anything different on the way in today?
Was there a new traffic pattern?
Yes, there was. Lane shift, baby.
I was not ready for that.
The lane shift happened. Listen, it's kind of subtle. You know, when you saw those new lanes. Now, folks, I'm talking Howard Franklin Bridge southbound. So if you're driving from Hillsborough, you're driving from Tampa, from the West Shore District, across the bridge to Pinellas, to St. Pete, you might have noticed over the last couple of weeks that they were prepping 4 brand new lanes off to the right. So once you get almost all the way over to the St. Pete side, after the hump, when you're in Pinellas and you're almost on the land, or technically you're on the land, you know, it's that built-up land area, but you noticed over the last couple of days or weeks that they were prepping new lanes, and there were 4 bright and shiny new lanes, and... it was like nice new black asphalt and bright white lines, almost like they were as bright as somebody overdosing on Crest white strips.
Yes.
And, well, I've been noticing that they were prepping, and then this morning it happened. So the shift happened. It's kind of interesting because they take you from the old to the new, then back to the old. Did you notice that? That we shifted over, then back over. So, listen, it's not a jolt. I mean, it's a smooth transition. You know, when you were passing those lanes over the last couple of weeks, and if you saw them off to the right, it kind of looked like it might be a little bit of a jolt, but the way they moved the lanes, and it was more of a subtle shift, but it goes over to the brand new lanes. I mean, it was so freshly open, I still had swirls of, like, dust and dirt that were swirling around my car while I was driving through it this morning at 5:20 in the morning. So, you know, I think I had one pebble. That's the one fear is you have gravel and pebbles. And, you know, I was one of the first to get onto the new 4th Street entrance onto the Howard Franklin northbound. Southbound 4th is still closed, but that's supposed to open up in the next couple of weeks. At least the word is that 4th Street exit, which has been closed for years now, that is supposed to reopen shortly as well. The 4th Street North entrance, that reopened a couple of weeks ago, 10 days ago. And remember, we got the alert like at 9:30, right, from the Department of Transportation. Andrew, wasn't it like 9:30 we got an alert on that? And I drove half an hour later. We got the alert at 9:30. We typically wrap up the show about 9:45. I'm out of here 10, a little after, and I drove 4th Street all the way to the end and got on the Howard Franklin Bridge after, for a couple of years, we had to use 9th or MLK to get on to 275 North. And I must have been like the first car. I was driving through gravel and rocks, and I'm like, oh my God, the car's brand new. It didn't do anything to the paint, but the Howard Franklin South this morning appeared to be cleaned fairly well, but there were like dust clouds swirling all around because that was a fresh shift. I don't know what time they actually opened those lanes and made the shift, but be alert, new traffic pattern. 6:06 as we just get rolling here on the MJ Morning Show here on a Thursday. The Rays sucked it up bad. Ugh. My God. Hey, second worst attendance for a postseason game.
Man, we're breaking all kinds of records.
Oh yeah. Hey, do you think this is a sign? The fact that the attendance sucked for the first game, that the Rays got blown out 4-0, and then the Rays lost yesterday. That was it 7-1?
7-1, yeah.
Yeah, 7. It was. I think it was 7-0 if I'm not mistaken for a while, and then 7-1. And the Rays just wilt away. And it was the second worst attendance. Yeah, we'll get into this a little later on. I've got the numbers. But in game 1, it was the worst attendance since like 1919, 140 years ago. And then last night or yesterday, late afternoon, early evening, it was the worst attendance second place ranker. So what is the sign? Yeah, maybe again the location of this new $1.2 billion Rays complex in downtown St. Pete. Maybe it's a sign that, again, we want to keep the Rays. I support the Rays. I want the Rays to stay in Tampa Bay. But that is not the location. A $1.2 billion project, if you build it, they're still not going to come. It'll be exciting for a couple of weeks or a month, but then it's going to dwindle off again. You got to move the Rays Stadium to a geographical location more conducive to having a lot of people show up from around the Tampa Bay area. And downtown St. Pete, where the Trop is now, it's not it. So that's the sign. Hello? All right, 6:08, just getting rolling. Back in a second. Hey, we're jamulated today. Back in minutes. MJ Morning Show, Q105. Pat's got traffic.
Okay, so...
is the MJ Morning Show. MJ and the Crew 620. It is a very special day here at the MJ Morning Show. Today is Thursday, October 5th of 23. Oh, that cell phone test went off. Mine went off early. We'll get into this in much more detail later on. And a couple of people commenting on a little video I posted yesterday. Kind of a mocking, poking video at the test and all the wackos that we're all buying into all kinds of conspiracy nonsense. But yeah, the cell phone test, I don't know about you guys, but the national test for the EAS, the Emergency Alert System, mine went off at 2:18 and like 20 seconds. So mine went off a little less than 2 minutes earlier than the 2:20 time frame. Fester, you said that yours went off even though all your alerts are turned off for Amber Alerts and weather alerts. Your test still went off on your phone, correct?
Yes.
So that the feds were able to override.
All of my alert turning off did no good.
Can you put that in a sentence?
Well,
can you please just
I have all the
can you
alerts.
construct an adult English language sentence,
Everybody
please?
kind of knew what I meant.
No, but you're doing that a lot lately.
That's I'm not a very good broadcaster.
No. It's just for whatever reason, the last year or so, it's like you're having trouble it's like you're having these mini strokes sometimes. I don't know what it is. All right, so your phone did alert though,
Yes,
right?
At 2:18.
Yeah.
I didn't have the second hand going like you did, but 2:18, I looked down, but there it is.
Yep. Froggy, yours went off as well?
Yep, 2:18 was the time.
So we'll get into this later on. We'll grab some phone calls. And did you see the video I shot?
Oh, man, that acting was good stuff.
Yeah. So you saw it, huh?
Oh, I knew exactly what you were doing from the beginning. I knew it.
Oh, it was
sold it.
It was that obvious?
And I was like, well, the mouth part got me. I didn't see that.
You know what? I didn't see it, but I know what he did.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, how did you not see it? It's on my Instagram. All right, folks.
Some people don't see your Instagram, you know. I know it sounds
Well,
crazy.
that's a shocker. All right, now, I'll talk about this later on, but if you want to get a jump on it, if you want to see the little crazy video, and all I have to say is wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. You know, I hate when people say that. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. But folks, wait for it. So go to, if you haven't seen this yet, go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Wait until we go to our next commercial break, or if you're driving your car, don't do it until you're safely stopped somewhere. Yeah, go to my Instagram, which is Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio, and it's the top item right now. And it's just a quick little minute-long video, and I was rolling as the test. I was rolling video, waiting for the test to occur, and, well, something happens. Go check out the video. It's only like a minute and change. Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. Andrew, do me a favor. Take the link from my Instagram and put it up on mjmorningshow.com as well, please. Put that sucker up on mjmorningshow.com in the As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. Andrew, you in there? I can't even see you. There you go. Everything is bad line of sight. We can't see each other in the studio. I can't see Andrew. Hold on. Yeah, Andrew just flipped me off. Well, because you raised your arm above the monitors and you flipped me off.
Well, that was just a test. Yeah. That was just a test to see.
This is a test of the National Emergency Flip-Off System.
It works.
It's the National Give MJ the Bird System. This is a test. This is only a test. So, where was it? Oh, so check out the video, and Andrew will put it on mjmorningshow.com. Look for the As Heard on the MJ Morning Show square. Click on that, and we'll put the link in case you don't want to go to Instagram. You can just get the link from our website, but I would encourage you, just check this sucker out. So, where was I? Oh, special day, 3-year anniversary of the MJ Morning Show today. This is October the 5th. And we came back. The MJ Morning Show came out of hibernation this day 3 years ago, really smack dab in the middle of the freaking pandemic. Yeah, we returned October 5th of 2020, and today's October 5th, 2023. So happy third anniversary to the return of the MJ Morning Show. Powerball last night. When I saw the numbers, we were flipping through the channels a little after 11 o'clock, and we saw the Powerball numbers on one of the local news shows. And I said to Michelle, those numbers suck. There's no winner on those. It was like 64 and 65 or,
How can you say the numbers suck? It's any numbers.
No, because whether it's a quick pick or whether it's chosen numbers, if they were chosen numbers, meaning people playing ages and birthdays, when you look at the numbers, you're like, nah, you know what? That just doesn't look like a good set if people are choosing numbers. But keep in mind, more people, I believe, just do quick picks, letting the computers just randomly select the numbers. And at that point, listen, it's just the odds are 1 in 292 million. I mean, the odds are horrific. The winning numbers, and I usually don't give out the winning numbers, but for this conversation, I will. 9, 35, 54, 63, 64. Powerball was 1. So you get 63 and 64.
You're not picking 1 as your Powerball.
Yeah, I just instantly knew, no winner. And the estimated jackpot for the next drawing, which is going to be Saturday night, it's now up to $1.4 billion. Oh, and Fester.
Yes.
Something we discussed earlier this week on the show. Why are the cash values, if you take the cash sum, why does it appear that the cash values have gone down? So you have a $1.4 billion jackpot coming up on Saturday night for the next Powerball drawing, but the estimated cash value is $643.7 million right now. And we talked about this. We've noticed it. We did talk about it earlier this week that the cash values seem to be less. And you even brought up the fact that you don't recall the cash values being less than half of the jackpot value, and that's true. And guess what?
What?
The Wall Street Journal had a story on that yesterday.
Well,
why are the cash jackpots going down on these big? We'll get into this later on. There is a reason on why that's occurring, and we shall discuss why we're seeing lower cash values on these massive jackpots. So what were we going to say?
No, does the Wall Street Journal listen to our show?
You know what? It's almost like they do.
Do they have a mole? Yeah. They kind of plugged in? All right.
I don't think they have a mole. I think you can listen to our program on any variety of sources.
No.
You can listen on 104.7 FM. We're podcast every day. We're MJTV cast. We're all over the place.
Andrew's a mole for WSJ.
Andrew's tipping off the Wall Street Journal on potential content.
Guys, it's going to get you a lot of clicks.
What they're doing.
Do a story about the lottery.
Yeah. All right, 6:29 at the MJ Morning Show on a busy Thursday morning. I've got a good pile of early morons in the news we'll get to next. And there's one story that I've had earlier in the week, and I tried to get Sheriff Grady on. I sent a note to Sheriff Judd Grady from the Polk County Sheriff's Office.
Other way around.
What'd I say?
You called him Judd Grady.
Did I?
You did. You called him Sheriff Grady, and then you called him Judd Grady.
Oh, well, I'm doing like I'm doing like you do the last name first with the comma and then the first name.
You should have let us know that before.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
So I sent a text to Grady Judd.
Yes.
I say, hey, can you come on? I want to talk about this little situation in Polk County. And he said, man, I'd love to, but I'm traveling. I'm out of town, so he couldn't make it. This was maybe Tuesday. It's a couple days ago, but I didn't get to the story. But I do want to lead morons in the news with an item that occurred, kind of a wacky item. I mean, and well, if I were in charge of the scene, I might have done something different for this nut job, and I'll explain. Yes. Law enforcement tactics by MJ. And I shall explainulate next. First item in early morons of the news in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Stand by. An MJ Morning Show, Morons on the News rejoiner. But I tell you, this isn't actually a song we probably should be playing. Hey, Andrew, is this in the library? Do we play this? Is this in regular rotation here on Q105? You know, 80s, 90s, and more? How about a big hand now? How about some Morons on the News now? Well, wait a minute. All right. All right. It's 6:39 at the MJ Morning Show. Any word on Roxanne? Is she...
So she sent us a text this morning, like at 5:04.
Does this... let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You think this has anything to do with the aftermath of kind of the psychic debacle yesterday?
I don't know it was a debacle. And... I don't, because Roxanne, she is by far the most active participant in our group text,
right?
Where we may correspond with one-word replies or comments. She wrote a small paragraph last night at 9:21, a time that I don't expect to get a group text, and then this morning at 5:06, she comes back with something else. She tells us that she has presents for us today because it's our 3-year anniversary.
Yeah,
back
the
on
MJ Morning
205.
Show, 3 years, baby. 3-year anniversary. Today, we're 3 years back. So she said last night in the group text, I did see that one,
Okay, here's
that
what you-
she has gifts for us on the anniversary of the show return today. But then what was the text this morning? I didn't see her text this morning, but Andrew sort of paraphrased that she's going to be running late, that she has a migraine or headache or I don't know what.
Oh my God, she got it from me.
Yeah, it's all contagious.
So last night, it says presents for everyone. I just shampooed my hair. No dirty scalp in the studio.
Oh, that's the present.
Also, there's a lice outbreak at her kid's school.
Oh my God, that's
Better safe
great.
than sorry.
Yeah.
So that was last night as we're trying to unwind. This morning, 5:06 in the morning, bad headache, going back to bed for a bit. And then
Yeah,
I'll
she's
call
not
one-
coming in today.
I mean,
I guess we'll write off Roxanne for today on the 3rd anniversary of the return of the MJ Morning Show. All right, so early morons in the news. I've been holding this. It's been in the pile since early this week, and I was trying to get Sheriff Judd, Grady on. I was trying to get Sheriff Grady Judd on, but he was traveling. When I approached him maybe a couple of days ago, and he said, "Hey, MJ, I'd love to, but I'm traveling right now." So here's the deal. I was really curious about this, and this did not make a lot of news. It happened early Saturday morning. Last weekend, it happened in Polk County. A dude climbed onto the top of a railroad crossing getup, a setup, an apparatus. This dude climbed a 30-foot railroad crossing.
So not the bar.
They closed a road for 10 freaking hours. So when you have railroad crossings, and especially, we've had railroad crossings in the news lately, especially that private crossing in Hillsborough County where the SUV was struck, no lights, no arms. And, you see that a lot in very rural places or little private dirt roads. But this is one of those larger railroad crossings that you see if you're on a sort of a larger road, 2 lanes going one way, 2 lanes going the other way, and you'll have that big, like a trestle. You'll have the big overhead, like metal apparatus with the flashing lights and the railroad crossing signs. This dude in Polk County in Lakeland, so this was South Comby Road and Highway 92 in Lakeland, and this is last Saturday morning. A 28-year-old guy by the name of T. Sean Edwards climbed up on the railroad crossing apparatus, like 20 feet in the air. The guy climbs up and then climbs across, and he's standing on the top of this overhead railroad crossing in the middle. Do you know that this began at about 4:40 in the morning actually it was Sunday morning. I said Saturday. It was last weekend, but it was Sunday morning.
Yeah.
He climbs up at about 4:40 in the morning. This was not resolved. They didn't get him down until 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
What?
Yes, 10 freaking hours. Almost 10 hours. This guy was standing on top of this railroad apparatus. You had Highway 92 and South Comby Road. It was closed.
That's a big intersection.
From 4:40 in the morning until almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, almost 10 hours after this maniac climbed up on the railroad apparatus. And he's standing like in the middle of it over the 2 lanes in one of the directions. They had a bucket truck. They had the fire department out there with their ladder and bucket and everything.
Yeah, I was wondering, how would they get him down? I know how I would have got him down.
Well, that's why I'm bringing this up.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Let me tell you what I would have done.
Yeah.
You ever see when they got to shoot a bear out of a tree and they tranquilize him?
Yeah, that's what I'm just sitting here thinking.
Seriously.
That's why I wanted to get Sheriff Grady Judd on. I'm like, hey, Sheriff, listen, let me tell you what MJ would have done.
Yeah.
I would have gotten one of those tranquilizer dart guns. And you've seen those deals where they have a bear that's climbed a tree or something.
And they wait for it to fall.
Yeah.
They catch it with a net.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Froggy, exactly.
You need a big net.
10 hours. I would have lost my patience with this guy after 10 freaking minutes. I would have had this guy down. He climbed up at 4:40 in the morning on Sunday morning. I would have had him down before 5.
Yeah, 5 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. I would call Fish and Wildlife out. Give me one of those tranquilizer dart guns, and I would have gone, and just I would have jammed him right in the ass with a dart.
10 hours is a long
It
time.
is.
How do you go to the bathroom?
That's the biggest question.
Oh, right off the trestle, right onto
I would think.
right onto a car below. No, they had to close off the traffic, but you just hit the guy in the ass with a tranquilizer dart, and then you get that trampoline catcher net.
Yeah.
You see these where they
of course.
shoot the bear out of the tree. The bear falls down. The bear is then, caught. A lot of times if some kind of bear is in a residential neighborhood, I must have seen this type of video half a dozen times over the years. So you shoot the guy with a tranquilizer dart. He goes to sleep. He falls down. You catch him in the net, and then you relocate him to the Ocala National Forest.
So
The bear and the guy.
do they have?
Set him free.
Yeah.
Do police have tranquilizers for humans?
No, they use beanbag guns.
Well, yeah, but that's not going to put you
Well,
to sleep.
Listen, there's a whole bunch of
Less lethal.
There's a lot of apparatus they use. You've got the beanbag guns. You have stun guns, obviously.
You have the stun guns that shoot the tasers out.
I've seen Hillsborough County, and next time I do a ride-along, a Sergeant Jeff Catlin in D5, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, or any folks on his squad, I'll tell you what, next time I'm out on a ride-along, which maybe I'll do this weekend or whatever, he's back on weekends, Hillsborough County demonstrated that device where they shoot this device at your arms and legs, and it wraps you up like a zip tie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking?
Spider-Man.
It's like a, and this is amazing.
Oh, man, we should try it on Fester.
Oh, yeah, on Fester's mouth.
Try it on Froggy's crotch.
Wait, you're the one that looks like a big beast that we find in the wild.
So
Just shoot it.
I can't climb a railroad crossing. You can.
But they have that device again. They fire this device, and it's amazing. It takes like wire, and it binds your legs and hands, and it's amazing. It's seriously, it's like something out of a Spider-Man movie.
Or like the old Batman show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how long before they break that out? I mean, an hour? I mean, I'd be breaking that out in the first 30 seconds.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah.
look, but listen, if I were sheriff, I would have tranquilizer darts.
Seriously.
Start throwing baseballs at the guy, anything.
Tranquilizer dart him in the butt. He falls asleep, and you catch him in the net. And then, boom, the whole thing's resolved in half an hour instead of 10 hours.
Release 1 million bees.
You can do that as well.
Put a
Yeah.
honey bomb on them and then release the bees.
That's a long time, 10 hours to have a road closed
Jeez.
because some maniac climbed up on. And then there's more to the story from Channel 8. During his arrest, Edwards began littering and tampering with evidence by throwing plastic baggies in the road containing methamphetamine. The guy was obviously all cranked up on something. This is that's like a methamphetamine or a PCP, an angel dust deal or something. Yeah. So he's throwing stuff. I wonder if did he hit him with littering? Did he get a littering charge? But listen to this. So he was also exposing his wang. He was exposing
He had to go to the bathroom.
No, he was exposing his genitals in a vulgar manner, not like just, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. Yeah, they discovered that he had interfered with the railroad signals. He also removed a bolt from a stabilizer arm.
God, what a menace.
So CSX or whoever, they had to come out and repair the arm.
You can just remove those bolts
He
with
was
your hands?
ripping wires out of the signal
Trying
lights.
to derail a train.
This guy's just a total nut. 4 trains were delayed. 4 trains because of this.
What a pain.
Anyway, he was arrested, charged with interference with railroad signals, railroad track, other equipment.
That's a charge?
Yes. Yeah,
the first person to
It's
ever
a
get it.
charge from 1790.
No, it'd be 1897.
Okay. Right.
Tampering with evidence, resisting with violence, possession of methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, exposure of his wang. and culpable negligence. And he also was issued a citation for obstruction of public streets. So
Golly.
I'd like to be at that court hearing. All right, 6:50 at the MJ Morning Show. Early morons in the news. Oh, there's more. I'll try to sprinkle it in coming up in just a bit. Folks, I want you to stand by because the MJ Morning Show shall continue in just minutes here on Q105. Let's... folks. It is the 7 o'clock hour, and things are about to get extra celebratory here in the studio. Why? Because it's the 3-year anniversary of the MJ Morning Show. That's right.
We're not doing anything special, are we?
Yes, we are. I have anniversary gifts for the entire crew, and apparently when Roxanne decides to show up today, she also has some type of anniversary gift or situation planned, so I guess we'll find out in just a bit. Yeah, Roxanne claimed that she had a migraine or a headache and running late, and I guess she did text that she's on the way in, so she will be here at some point in the next few minutes. Nice. And I guess we'll find out about her medical ailment, which I don't know if it's just the post-psychic discussion segment yesterday. I don't know what I don't know what the deal is. All right, so I know that you don't want to hear this, but Netflix is hiking prices again. You saw this? They hiked prices, a couple of years ago, made a splash, and, all the password crackdown stuff. Well, Netflix, and my son, I don't know why, Julian, he doesn't pay for it. I pay for the family plan.
That's your fault.
Right? And Julian, he sent like a message to the family group last night, to me, Michelle, Chloe, all of us in the group. And he was like, screw Netflix. We don't need it. I'm like,
dude,
you really don't.
I was thinking that last night as I was scrolling through my streaming services.
Yeah.
Netflix has become the least watched one. My kid watches one show on Netflix.
Dude, Hulu's the best.
One. And it's a good show, but that's the only thing we watch on Netflix. And I'm thinking, there's no great movies. I mean, Squid Games was great, but that was, a year and a half ago?
Netflix is planning on raising prices again on the ad-free service. According to the Wall Street Journal, they're discussing raising prices in several markets globally, but will likely begin in Bangladesh. No, I'm kidding. Will likely begin in the United States and Canada. So right here, baby, we're ground zero. We're the target. We're getting prices raised first.
I was legitimately excited when you said Bangladesh. I'm like, good. Stick it to them.
How many people in Bangladesh on Netflix? I don't.
Yeah, 15, 20?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, did you say plenty or did you say 20?
Plenty.
Yeah.
The bangers love it.
Yeah. The what?
The bangers?
The bangers.
That's what they're called, right?
No,
yeah.
They're not.
Oh.
Bangladesh. Anyway, so we don't know exactly how much Netflix is going to raise prices, but they're going to raise them. That I guess they just they want more money.
How much is it now?
You know what? I got to look at my American Express bill. I think we're paying $18 a month.
Is it worth $22 a month? I mean, what's your breaking point on this?
No, that's a good question. I don't know.
I watch Paramount Plus, Max, Hulu, and then, of course, you have the YouTube TV.
And you're paying for how many of those?
Okay, so funny you should say that.
Oh, funny. Now, Fester's a little bit of a grifter here. All right, go ahead.
This is his gypsy side.
Yeah.
So YouTube TV was a gift from Unitard the intern, on which I'm on his family plan.
So
and when I log in,
how's that a gift?
Because he's like, "Hey, Fest, I can have 6 accounts with the family plan. I'm going to give you one." I'm like,
he just offered it,
and I'm like, "That is awesome. I will take it." He's like,
"But is that legit?"
Yeah, because it's a family plan. You can have 6 accounts.
Okay, all right.
Every time I log on to
so
YouTube TV, I see Unitard's picture.
You don't pay for YouTube TV.
I say, "Thank you, Unitard."
By the way,
turn it on.
Unitard was a former cherished and valued intern on the MJ Morning Show years ago.
Cherish?
And now he holds the salad bowl microphone on the sidelines of Bucks games.
Yes.
He does more. He has another job.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
but that's kind of his fun gig. What does he do for real?
He works at Hamburger Mary's.
What?
I don't know what he does.
Hamburger Mary's?
See, even though that place is closed, it's still funny.
There's no place called Hamburger
Yeah,
Mary's.
that was the drag place.
What?
In Ybor City for like 15 years, there was a really great hamburger restaurant that did a drag show every
Yeah.
every
Hold
week.
on, called Hamburger Mary's?
Yes.
Hold on, the name of the restaurant was Hamburger
You don't know what
Mary's?
Hamburger Mary's
I
is?
never heard of
Oh
Hamburger
my-
Mary's.
This is the irony of MJ. Such a well-versed worldly man doesn't know about the largest hamburger/drag queen restaurant in the country.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but hamburgers/drag queen
Oh, it's so
shows
fun.
are not on my typical repertoire.
So it's such a good time, though. And
Hold on.
Uni is a server there.
Is there one in Clearwater still?
Wait a minute.
I don't know.
That's a real place?
So I typed in Hamburger
Hold on.
Mary's.
Yeah, Orlando comes up.
Yeah.
At Church Street Station, Hamburger Mary's.
There was one in Ybor City for 20 years.
Where the hell was that located?
In Centro Ybor upstairs.
Well, you know what?
Get with it, bro.
The last time I was at Centro Ybor was at the movie theater in, I think,
When it opened?
when it opened. Seriously, I think I was at that movie theater once in 1999.
So, of course, the Ybor location is permanently closed.
Yeah, so how long is Hamburger Mary's, and how does that compare to Typhoid Mary's?
A little different.
A little different.
All right, just curious. So where were we?
We're talking about Uni.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Anyway.
so Unitard gives me YouTube TV.
Right. All right. So YouTube TV, you don't pay for.
Right.
Next.
Then,
Yep.
my favorite listener,
Right.
Kyle.
Kyle from.
God, you took a listener's password?
Yeah.
How awful.
Yeah, Kyle. I'll take any listener's family plan.
Kyle from Texas.
Kyle from Texas,
Heck.
formerly.
You're the pilferer.
No,
You're
no.
the pilferer. The pilferer.
He piffles around.
The pilferer. The pilferer. All right, go
I
ahead.
mentioned once how, gosh, I sure would like to get Paramount Plus.
Yep.
And he says, hey, I have a Paramount Plus account.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
going to put you on.
So,
and then one time I said, you know what? Looks like I don't have HBO Max. And then Kyle calls me and says, I got HBO Max. I'll put you on.
All right, so
I got HBO Max.
YouTube TV,
Right.
Paramount Plus,
Right.
HBO Max, which is now just called Max.
Right.
You don't pay for any of those three.
How about Hulu? Hulu has a good. I
So-
was watching a Frank Zappa documentary on Hulu. It's real
What
good.
about do you pay for Hulu?
My wife got roped into the Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus.
Is that a bundle?
It's a bundle.
It's a bundle.
ESPN Plus.
Of which I've never watched ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
Ever.
I want to watch water polo between Stanford and University of Oregon.
ESPN Plus is cool. I think they show Rowdy's games.
Do they?
Yeah, that's about the only
So
thing I've seen.
ESPN Plus was the only place to watch that football game from London
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Oh, the NFL game?
Yeah, and I don't have it. I don't even have it on my system. Although I have a password.
Do
to it.
you pay for that bundle?
Yes, I think it's like
Wow.
$12.99 or $13.99
Oh,
a month.
oh, so there's one streaming
One.
service you guys pay for.
Amazing.
And I pay for Netflix.
Oh, so you do pay for Netflix.
I pay for Netflix,
Gotcha.
although it is legit on the bubble for me. I mean, I as an adult, other than a murder mystery, the last thing I watched on Netflix was like the Murdoch, what are those people
Murdoch
from
murders.
South Carolina. I can't
South
pronounce
boat
Carolina,
accident?
that degenerate whack job.
Yeah.
But you know what? I heard him pronounce his name. A lot of people say Murdoch or Murdaugh
Yeah.
or Murder. I heard him pronounce his name. When he was on the stand in South Carolina during some of the televised stuff on Court TV or Law and Order, whatever the channels are. I literally was watching because Michelle was watching a little bit of that, and I heard him say his name where he was said, state your name, and he said Murdoch.
Yeah, it was a weird, an odd
Yeah,
pronunciation.
He himself pronounced it Murdoch. Murdoch is how he pronounced his own damn name.
I mean, Seinfeld's on Netflix. I just put that on loop.
Seinfeld's on everything.
Seinfeld is on Comedy Central
Yeah,
24 freaking
You
7.
don't get to pick your episodes.
Yeah, you have a couple of good stand-up comics on Netflix. That's about it.
Also, I had a conversation with Michelle. When they run Seinfeld on Comedy Central, are those shortened episodes? Did they pull?
Yes.
They pulled a couple of minutes out of those, right? So
Yes.
they can jam more commercials.
Because
in.
I see stuff on Netflix that I have seen on TV. I'll watch a bunch of episodes on TV, and I'll watch on Netflix, and I'll be like, ooh, I don't think I remember that part.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's always a little Easter egg hunt.
Yep. So the original airing on NBC, I guess that was the full show, but then the reruns on Comedy Central, they snip minutes out.
Hacked it up.
Yeah, so you're missing some of the stuff, but when you watch it on streaming, then of course you get the full damn
Right.
episode. All right, 7:12 at the MJ Morning Show. When we get back, a lot of people seem to be entertained by my special video that I recorded yesterday during the national emergency test on our cell phones. So some people seem to be amused by it. If
Was
you
that a
don't-
one take?
It had to be.
Well,
Yeah, I bet she did it a bunch of times because it was too perfect.
How
much Alka-Seltzer did you eat yesterday?
Oh, really? Ed, are you wondering what I used to cause my foaming at the mouth?
I'm sure it was Alka-Seltzer.
All right, folks, are you a little confused about my video and me foaming at the mouth? And
Yeah.
what about the collapse?
Yeah.
If you don't know about this,
It was like the end of Blair Witch.
if you don't know about this, we'll explain it all next. And also, why are the Powerball and Mega Millions cash payout jackpots a lot less than they used to be? No Powerball winner last night. Now it's up to $1.4 billion for Saturday night. Hold on. We're going to explain it all, and that's just scratching the surface. Do you know about bone breaking? Do you know about this jaw bone breaking crap?
What, breaking your,
Breaking your own. I mean, this is insane. All right, listen. What? We have We have an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. Don't move. We're back in minutes. There's just too much content to even discuss. You don't want to miss. I guarantee that out of the 100 things we're about to do, you're going to find at least one thing entertaining. All right, that's next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Back in minutes. Froggy, by any chance, today is Thursday. Is there any chance that Hal Herman is going to have a Hal Herman headline segment tomorrow, Friday?
Oh, how's that a town? I didn't tell you guys. I forgot. He got sent to a rehab center in Colorado.
Was that precipitated by him guzzling that fifth of liquor?
He's been doing that quite daily, so.
So you're telling me that...
Well, he had an incident where he was drinking and he fell at home and hit his head on his brick fireplace. Cracked his head wide open.
Like one of those outdoor fireplaces?
Yeah. And then he had to go to the hospital, and he was like, because of drinking, I was drunk, and they're like, we send you to a rehab center in Colorado.
One of the most requested segments, new material, one of the most requested new bits on the MJ Morning Show is Hal Herman Headlines.
Yes.
And, of course, the official theme song to Hal Herman Headlines. Cheesy 1980s news music.
Only the realest news.
Oh, that's right. So when is Hal... Is this going to be one of those 30-day programs?
Oh, no.
I think it's 90 days.
Oh, is it?
Wow.
Any chance Hal Herman can call in from rehab and do Hal Herman headlines?
I might have a remote set up for him. I might drive to Colorado today and hook him up with a remote setup.
We just had these things produced.
Hal Herman's Headlines, Tampa Bay's most trusted source for news.
Yeah,
True.
And now he's in rehab.
Hal Herman is on your side. Your side. Tampa Bay's news leader. Hal Herman Headlines.
And then he attacks other news organizations.
MSNBC has crabs. Hal Herman has the real news.
That's a fact.
Yeah, MSNBC has crabs.
Screw CNN. Hal Herman is the most trusted name in news.
Yeah, he goes after everyone. MSNBC, that was CNN. Goes after Fox News.
Fox News blows. For the facts, Hal Herman knows.
Yeah, it's funny. You didn't see how jaundiced he was last time he was in
I
here?
didn't
He
see
was
that.
basically,
No,
it looked like
I didn't.
Curious George's dad's hat.
You know what else we got to bring back? We got to bring back the second edition of Make Dave Laugh.
Oh, gosh. Why don't we do that every day?
Yeah, Roxanne loved that. That was her favorite segment. By the way, Roxanne celebrating our third. Roxanne's celebrating our third anniversary here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105 by being an hour and a half late to the program today.
That was Fester's anniversary gift.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
That is the best gift Roxanne could have gotten me.
Fester's anniversary gift was you an hour and a half late to the show.
It was an hour and a half of him to have more airtime.
You just walked in. Can you explain why to the audience? Because we've had no inquiries on why you're late. No, I'm kidding. So why are you an hour and a half late on our third anniversary?
I woke up this morning and I kind of had a little, I had a headache. And I was lying in bed. I was just thinking about the next 3 days, and I'm not going to have a chance to even slow down or blink or whatever. I just have a lot on my plate outside of this show, other work stuff. And I was like, what do I need right now that would make my life easier? And I was like, I need another hour of sleep.
Show up an hour and a half late to your job. Okay, all right, there you have it. All right, moving along, an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. And folks, I ask very little. All I ask is you tell 3 people a day to listen to the MJ Morning Show. Check us out. I promise with our 4 hours of yabber, you're going to find something you like. Now listen, all kidding aside, pound for pound, this is the most entertaining morning show in the entire state of Florida, probably the East Coast, probably the entire country.
I can agree with that because I was just listening to it on my drive in.
Wait, so you're an hour and a half late and now you're eating while you're talking?
Enjoy your breakfast.
What are you eating?
Fester just gave it to me. It's my anniversary gift from him, a Bavita.
Yes.
Bavita biscuit.
Yeah, they're so
Have you
good.
ever had these little Bavita breakfast
No,
biscuits?
not Bavita, Belvita.
Belvita. Have you ever had them?
You left the L out.
They're pretty good. I won't lie.
Yeah, he shares them with me.
Yeah, don't take the L out.
So listen, driving in, I'm sorry for leaving the L out, but driving in, I loved listening to you guys, and I really got a sense of what our customers, our listeners feel every day. And I liked the sun coming up. I liked the ambiance of it.
Right.
This is a good show. I enjoyed it. I loved Morons in the News. I was laughing. I spilled a little coffee on myself. So it's nice to sometimes put yourself in the seat of the person who is listening to you and know what it's really like.
You wet your crotch with coffee?
I did. I did. I kind of had a coffee crotch today.
Lovely. 7:29 at the MJ Morning Show. A lot to cover. First of all, the national emergency test that actually started early. They had everyone prepared for 2:20, and mine went off at like 2:18 and 20 seconds.
That's how they got you.
Yeah, so the alert went off like a whole minute and 40 seconds early. Yes, Andrew.
How many times did you get the test?
I got the test once.
I got it twice.
What time did you get the test? What time?
About 18 and then about 10 minutes later.
Really? No, I got the test just once. One test. And folks, if you haven't seen my MJ special video, this is some of the best acting ever.
Yeah, it really is impressive.
Do they give out like Oscars for Instagram performances?
You know what?
Get a Razzie.
People have commented that I ought to get an Emmy for what I did. So I'm in my home studio. I'm at home. I'm waiting for the big alert to come down. And it kind of caught me off guard a little bit because I was waiting for 2:20 and the test came down on the phone and started blaring that tone at 2:18. And I was, preparing to shoot a little video, and luckily I was able to pull it off. Now, Fessy, you just saw this for the first time?
Yes.
Roxanne,
Me
what do you?
I saw
I liked it. I liked it because I just saw your board there, but I didn't actually watch the whole video.
You didn't watch. You didn't watch. So you don't even know what happened.
Hey, I gave my support without even knowing what I was supporting.
You don't even know what happened.
No.
All right, Fester, go ahead. Actually, I can control this. I need to refresh and then unmute. Okay, here we go. Let me refresh. I'm going to play my video, folks. And when you get a chance, you want to check out my little minute-and-a-half video on Instagram. So this is on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. And, I collapsed and I died yesterday. And folks are like, I knew this was going to come. Well, listen, it's me. So obviously it's not going to be a totally straight video. So I cataloged and I chronicled the emergency alert system test on our cell phones yesterday by shooting a little video in my studio at home. So here, let me refresh this and let me bring up the video. Here we go. It's MJ. I'm just sitting here in the home studio recording a couple commercials, and I'm waiting for that national test, the EAS, the emergency alert system. Some people are freaking out. Folks think that graphene oxide is going to release nanoparticles in your body because of the COVID vaccines. Anyway, I shoot this video, and then, of course, while I'm shooting, the test goes off, right? And I talk about all the conspiracy items. I don't want to totally spoil the audio on the air. I want you to go look at this. So go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and watch the minute video and see what happens to me. I start foaming at the mouth. I collapse. I clearly die. People are going, bravo, bravo, bravo. This is just a fine performance. Acting at its best.
What was that line in Wayne's World? I seen better acting and tough acting than acting.
Are you serious? That was a line? I don't remember that.
Yeah, it always stuck with me when I see bad acting.
So I'm talking about, and I'm playing it straight. I'm like, all right, we're waiting for this national test, and you got all these folks are all upset, and they're all conspiratorial. Seriously, you had conspiracy people online, all kinds of message boards, people talking about how in the vaccines for COVID, there was graphene oxide.
The way you're saying
that was going to release nanoparticles that were going to be activated by the emergency test. People thought the power was going to go out, the power grid was going to fail. Some people thought that they knew the end of the world was coming, and that's why the government was doing this test. All kinds of conspiracy garbage. Total tinfoil hat, wacko stuff people thought was going to happen. We survived. Oh, some people thought that they're sending the tone out for it's going to sterilize people for population control. I mean, people thought that the wackiest things were going to happen.
I don't know any of these people who think all these crazy things.
Hey,
The way
you
you
know our buddy Dom?
Yes.
Our buddy, not you, Dom, but
Right,
our other buddy
friend,
Dom.
yeah.
Our buddy Dom is a radio consultant, and he actually owns a couple of radio stations up in Michigan. You know, in some smaller areas, he owns a couple of FM stations in Michigan. And he told me last night people were calling his radio station, cursing them out. Why are you falling for this government fascism? Why are you sterilizing us? Why are you? I mean, people were screaming. Why are you doing this? You're releasing the nanoparticles in our bloodstream from the COVID vaccines. I'm like, listen. I'm guessing if they're that whack, they probably didn't get the COVID vaccine in the first place. All right,
so probably not.
Yeah, so I mean, just total craziness out there. So if you want to see the video of what happened to me, and then 99.9999% of the people were like, MJ, that was hysterical. Read the comments. You know, already it's got like 5,000 views already. Let me see what the views are on this thing. And let me go to my feed here. So as of right now, there's 4,571 views. So 4,571 views. And 99% of the comments are like, MJ, it's half the fun here is watch my video, then read the comments that people left. And everyone's like, man, I love it. This is hysterical. LMFAO, laughing my all of LMFAO. I mean, all kind. And then there's one comment in there. One person comments, MJ, this is irresponsible. You're doing a disservice. So I'm talking about how nothing's going to happen. There's no conspiracy theory. You're not going to have nanoparticles from graphene oxide from a COVID vaccine released in your body. You're not going to be sterilized by the tone if you're listening to the radio or television or your cell phone going off yesterday. And so I'm doing this whole deal. I'm playing it straight. And then, of course, something happens to me. And I start convulsing. I start foaming at the mouth. Froggy, what did you ask me about the foam?
I was wondering what you used for that effect. Was it Alka-Seltzer?
So that's a good guess. But no, Alka-Seltzer I don't think would give me quite that thick, foamy.
Oh.
Do you know what it was?
Peroxide?
I'm not putting peroxide in my mouth. Oh, my God, that is nasty.
You need like a wound or something.
No.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No. Well, listen, Fester uses peroxide for all of his bad cankers.
I do.
You know?
I know all about it.
Ew.
All right. No. Do you have any idea what that foam was? So, folks, you got to see the video. Go to Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. And if you don't follow me, give me a follow because you never know what kind of award-winning crap's going to pop up like this. So go to Certified MJ Radio. It's the top item. The freeze frame shot, the captured picture, the little tile. It's me in excruciating pain with white foam flying out of my face. So no one knows what I used?
I mean, is it something as simple as like melted ice cream?
No, it's toothpaste.
Really?
It's toothpaste.
Wow, brilliant.
I had a whole glop of Arm & Hammer peroxide. Oh, I guess there was some peroxide.
Yeah.
No, for years I've used the Arm & Hammer, peroxide baking soda toothpaste. So that's the toothpaste I use. So the foam is actually a gigantic glop. And while the camera was facing the other way, I put it in my mouth and then and I start convulsing and the foam's flying out and then I collapse. So if you want to see Instagram video acting at its best, go to Certified MJ Radio and take a look at the video.
All right.
Because it is a stellar freaking performance,
Wow.
I'm telling you right now.
No indications in your acting.
To Froggy's earlier question.
Yes.
Was this one take?
I refuse to answer that question.
Oh. What part did you mess up? Where's the edit?
Who says
There's no edit. He just did it like 5 times.
So you did like 5 rehearsals?
I
He recorded it 5 times.
I did it in 3 takes.
knew
Not
it.
bad.
I got it right on the 3 takes. So I found the tone. I had the tone. I had the tone on my one of my recording programs, and it took me 3 times. And of course, the alert was still flashing on the cell phone.
Right.
So I recorded it with my cell phone, and I grabbed Michelle's phone for the alert. So listen, it looks good. It looks like it's 1 take, but yeah, the timing is really pretty good. So hey, take a look at the video, judge my acting skills, and leave a comment on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and follow me for phenomenal content like this. So my phone went off at 2:18. Fester, now this is important. You have all of the alerts off on
Yes.
your phone. You have the weather alerts off.
Off.
You son of a... You have the Amber alerts off.
Off.
Even if your own kid was kidnapped and they put out an Amber alert, you wouldn't get it.
I don't need to get it.
Yeah.
I would know
All
by
right,
now.
all right. You know the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, but
So-
still, I don't care.
All right, Fester, the question is, with all of your alerts off on your phone, who's your carrier, by the way?
Version.
So your Verizon as well.
Yes.
And yes or no, did your alert go off?
Yeah, it did.
Wow.
Right at 2:18, it went off early, and it startled me because I
So
was
the
expecting it.
the alert superseded your
All my shutoffs.
all your turnoffs. Yeah, absolutely. Roxanne, did you get the alert?
I did. I was actually in car line. I had just grabbed my niece and my daughter, and it went off. And both my kids are like, or the kids in the car are like, oh no, a child got kidnapped. That's because every time they hear that, it's so sad.
That's great. Our kids
Yeah.
now, they hear the tone, they think a child got kidnapped.
I
That's
know.
terrible.
It's like,
yeah.
no, this is just a message.
Yeah. Now you say, hey, kids, look for the mushroom cloud on the horizon.
Yeah.
All right. The blast wave. All right. So what time was yours? Was it 2? Did you get it early?
2:18.
Same thing.
Yep.
I wonder why they went early. They were telling everyone 2:20, and then it went early. Froggy, I don't know. You're in a fog half the time. Did yours go off?
I'm not in a fog, prick. Number 2, yes, 2:18.
2:18. Now, if your phone was off, you didn't get it. So a couple of things here. We had numerous people contact us and told us to tell listeners that if they're in a domestic violence situation, if they're in a DV situation and they have a secret cell phone for emergency purposes, to make sure that that special alternate cell phone is turned off so it's not given away. If you're hiding a cell phone from somebody, if you're in an abusive relationship, that's number one. Also, there are numerous reports that prisons around the country, that a lot of secret phones that prisoners had were discovered, like hidden cell phones, like up the butt or something. So, what's that noise?
You're just walking through the cell block, and
No, seriously.
your butt's chirping.
Multiple reports of cell phones being exposed. Secret, forbidden, contraband cell phones in jails and prisons were discovered because those went off with their alert tone at 2:18 Eastern time yesterday.
Do you think the jails planned that? Like they had a little security meeting with all the officers? Okay, guys, 2:20 this afternoon, listen for everybody's butts to go off.
I wonder if we should take some phone calls from people and see if anyone had any odd occurrence, or if anyone... Should we take calls or just move on?
It was a non-event for
Yeah, all right.
everybody.
You
The
know
phone
what?
went off, you looked at it, you shut it off, and that was it.
All right, no calls. I'll exercise some discipline.
Since nobody else is reporting foaming at the mouth and passing out like your little video.
All right. So, but it turns out that even if you had all of your alerts off on most phones, apparently that alert superseded any command to eliminate alerts on your phone. It still went off. We did not have a zombie apocalypse. The power didn't go out. It's not the end of the world. Nanoparticles from graphene oxide and the mRNA vaccines did not get activated in your body, as far as we know. Might take a week or two to figure it out. No, I'm kidding. It's nothing happened. But take a look at my video. And if you're not on Instagram, it is on the website. So if you want to see my foaming at the mouth, my collapse, my awesome acting, go to mjmorningshow.com, click on As Heard on the MJ Morning Show, and the link is there. It'll take you to Instagram. Or if you have Instagram on your device, just go to Instagram and search for Certified MJ Radio. It's the top item, my amazing acting. And if you don't follow me, give me a follow, Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. Moving along here. This is just pure freaking insanity. Man, social media is dangerous. Do you know there's a social media trend that people are shooting videos suggesting that you break your jawbone to give you a more chiseled look? What? I mean, is this real? Come on.
Does it work?
I saw this in the Post, and I'm like, come on, really? The latest dangerous TikTok. You know, they had to rename it Tick Schmuck instead of TikTok. First of all, the Chinese commies are stealing all your data. They're exercising, essentially a Trojan horse strategy here. They're able to get to your contacts, your photos, all your personal information. The same thing with that Temu crap. That Temu, and I've got a whole new story on Temu. That shopping thing. That's a Chinese communist government data collection hack job. And Temu will give you, and people are buying, $1.88 pants.
Oh, yeah.
Folks,
what celebrity is pushing Temu and people have come out against her? Like, why would you team up with them? I'll have to look it up.
Yeah,
I'll
tell
find
me.
it.
I don't know.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, probably.
Right there, yeah.
All right, so here's the deal. Now, the latest is bone smashing. Try to convince people, mostly young men, to break their bones to get a chiseled jawline. What is wrong with people? Are people really doing this? Well, listen, we know some of these viral video hacks and trends, and whether it's Instagram, whether it's TikTok, whether it's YouTube, we've seen people do a lot of stupid stuff. I mean, injuring themselves, people killing themselves. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, you talk about survival of the fittest and thinning out the idiots. I guess you can make an argument for that. But the latest is now bone smashing. Allegedly, and listen, I'm a little skeptical. I mean, really, are people really smashing their bones with a bat to get a chiseled jawline?
I follow a YouTube channel, and it is Russian, soldiers, and they break bones to get out of being drafted into the army.
Oh, because of the Russian-Ukrainian war deal? Really?
And so, the last one I saw as a kid was up against these stairs, and he put his leg on the stairs like this.
Yeah.
And his friend jumped from 7 stairs up.
Are you on
and broke his leg, and it just went, and he's like,
oh my God.
And I don't think he got drafted.
Listen to this. Bone smashing is the practice of repeatedly hitting one's bones, typically the cheekbones or jawbones, with a hard object like a hammer to create micro fractures.
You're going to knock yourself out.
In hope that the bone structure will heal in a more attractive shape. Are you freaking kidding me?
Seems like a big risk.
Yeah,
it
when you
seems
punch somebody, you want to hit them right, nick them right in the jaw.
So they're not breaking their jaw to where their jaw has to be wired shut. They're just kind of giving it repetitive whacks to make micro fractures to try to contour their bone.
That doesn't work. I mean, this is nuts.
My point is the only reason to break a bone is to get out of the Russian army.
There is a hashtag bone smashing that apparently has 270 million views on Tick Schmuck.
It's TikTok.
It's Tick Schmuck. As some users are claiming to take part in the trend to create a chiseled jawline, but the majority of the videos do appear from users advocating against the practice. Bone smashing. I mean, come on. I'm skeptical. Is this real, or is this just some kind of a phony hashtag deal? Is anyone really smashing their jaw with a hammer to create micro fractures? And who the hell says we ought to get like an orthopedist on the phone? I mean, smashing your jaw with a hammer and getting micro fractures is going to give you a more chiseled. Like, Roxanne, when you think of a male actor or a male celebrity, what names would conjure up a really chiseled jawline?
Doesn't Brad Pitt have a chiseled jawline?
You tell me. I don't
Jay
know.
He does.
You know, has a good jaw.
The Joker.
My best friend Channing Tatum
Oh,
has a really
yes.
defined jawline.
Do you have because Channing Tatum is a local? Channing Tatum, the actor, he went to Tampa Catholic with Froggy. They were in the same class.
My best
Now,
buddy.
Do you have his cell number?
Oh, yeah, I could call him right now if I wanted to.
All right, call him up right now and
It's
see-
so early in L.A. It's probably up with like 10 different like women.
All right. So I went to the Google and I typed in chiseled jawline celebrity.
I was just
Guess
thinking-
what? We ought to go to Snopes and see if this. I don't believe people
No.
are really doing this, but and it's being talked about. Go ahead. So you brought up a list of chiseled, jawlined male celebrities.
All celebrities, different, both genders. So Brad Pitt, first one that pops up.
Yep.
Second one, ex-wife
Oh.
Angelina Jolie.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then a whole bunch.
Robert Pattinson. There's
The vampire guy.
Why don't you bring up Channing's
And
jaw?
The Batman, the newest Batman guy. Tom Cruise is on here. Olivia Wilde for the females.
I think they're
I
just,
like her.
Yeah.
J-Lo has a chiseled jawline.
Yeah, that's what I think about. When I think of J-Lo, I think of her jawline.
Yeah. I mean, if I typed in chiseled ass line celebrity, she'd probably come up as well. Elvis Presley, if you're going old school, Heidi Klum.
Elvis.
I mean,
Thank you very
sure.
much.
yeah, Elvis. Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
Well,
All right,
that's damn-
guys, are you ready for the laziest sack of crap concept you've ever heard?
Uh-huh.
Stop it.
All right.
Stop doing
All
it.
right, Colonel.
All right, here's the deal. 7:49, 7:50 now at the MJ Morning Show. This is just lazy. I'm like, man, this clearly denotes the end of humanity. Uber is now going to pick up your return package and take it to FedEx or UPS.
What?
Yeah. So you have an item to return. You got like one of those return label, a RA, return authorization, or you're returning an Amazon package. You're returning something. Now a new service from Uber for $5, they'll come pick up the package and take it to the return place for you.
That's a deal.
Come on, you can't get off your own arse and go take your package back to wherever. Are you kidding me?
It's a time management thing,
Oh,
MJ.
come on.
I don't have an issue with that.
Come on. So Uber is adding this new service, mailing people's return packages to the local post office, UPS, FedEx. I wonder, you drop off, for instance, you order something from Amazon and you return it. And doesn't Amazon have a deal with like the UPS store or something? You drop it off, you get the little barcode deal and you just drop your package off. In most cases, you don't even have to seal the damn thing up. You just hand them a big pile of slop. It's just, okay. Or how about Whole Foods? Like Whole Foods, which is owned by Amazon, you can drop off your Amazon crap if you have Amazon returns, and there are a lot of returns, you can just drop it off at Whole Foods.
So UPS store, Kohl's is another place, Whole Foods, Staples, or Amazon.
Listen to this. Uber said yesterday their drivers will collect up to 5 prepaid and sealed packages. So you got to seal those and drop them off at a local post office or at UPS or FedEx stores. A flat fee of $5 for the service.
All right, so while I was looking at places to return Amazon packages,
Yeah.
the UPS offers the same service for $7.99.
What, they'll come to your house and pick it up?
It says, according to the Google, again,
Well,
after,
the UPS trucks are all over the road making right turns only. Oh, I saw a UPS truck make a left turn. I wanted to stop the guy and ask him why.
there must have been no other option.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
But the other day I saw a UPS guy make a left turn, and I wanted to flag him down and say, dude, you made a left turn. I thought you're only supposed to make right turns.
You can schedule a UPS pickup for $7.99,
Yeah.
according to Google. You scan it when you do the QR code stuff.
I mean, come on. You can't get off your butt. Those FedEx offices or the UPS stores, formerly mailboxes, et cetera, they're everywhere. You
Right.
can't just drop off your own package. How lazy are you? Let's like DoorDash. You know what? One other thing with DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that, I'll tell you what. I noticed a lull. Over the last year, I've noticed a lull because I do my nightly walks in the neighborhood, and it's pretty much during dinner time. And for whatever reason, over the last 6-8 months or so, I've noticed a reduction in the number of those Uber Eats or DoorDash delivery vehicles, dropping things off. And I just think that's lazy as well. I've never used Uber Eats. I've never used DoorDash, and I don't plan to. But I've noticed in the last couple of weeks, it seems that I'm noticing an uptick in my neighborhood of some of these deliveries coming back. Anyway, not to get sidetracked, just to wrap this up. package returns are massive. Listen to some of the stats here. So a ton of people nationally, more and more Americans are doing a lot of their shopping online. According to the National Retail Federation, which is a trade group, 16.5% of all online shopping sales were returned last year.
Jeez.
16.5%.
Dude, I'm responsible for like half of that.
$212 billion worth of merchandise was returned last year, or 16.5% of online shopping.
I'd like to see how much of it was clothing, because I know a lot of people who buy clothes, it arrives, doesn't look like it does in the picture, and they send it back.
You know, also, we've talked about this. I don't know, maybe we can ask some listeners, but there were stories over the last couple of years that if you're a chronic returner, that Amazon will ban you. That, you know, you get to a point where you'll piss off Baldy Bezos, and they'll just cut you off. I wonder if any, listen, I don't expect the phones to flood here, but anybody listening that either Amazon or any other online outlet, have you been barred?
Or warned?
Have you been banned? Okay, warned is maybe another angle we can look at, but I've seen stories in the past where some people are such chronic pains in the ass returners that they say, no thanks, we don't want your business. And I could have sworn we talked about Amazon a couple of years ago where they were like pulling the plug on like chronic orderer returners. You know, people that just returned an incessant amount. And they would say, yep, no thanks, we're not interested in you anymore. Just out of curiosity, anyone listening, does that fit the bill? Is there anyone listening right now that you've been banned by Amazon or other online e-commerce operations because you have returned an inordinate amount of merchandise? Just out of curiosity. If you want to stay anonymous, that's fine. If you're a chronic returner pain in the butt, 800-990-1047. That's the number to get in. 800-990-1047. So, Andrew, screen away, see if anyone's going to call in. Have you been told, go away because you returned too much merchandise?
I bet you right now, as we're talking,
Yep.
my wife, Allison, who's probably just dropped off the kids to school, has 5 packages in her car
To return?
that she's collecting
Yep.
to make one massive return trip to the UPS store.
Is your wife a chronic returner?
She just bought, like, what are those like Lululemon type pants called?
Lululemon stretch pants.
Yeah,
She
like
bought-
stretch
she
pants.
bought those black pants.
Yoga pants.
Yoga pants.
Yoga pants.
She bought a pair of those. But looking online, you don't know how thick they are, what they look like, or what they feel like. So I think she bought 8 pair. And then she found one that she liked, and she ordered more of that one, but I think she's returning the other 7 of them.
You serious?
Yeah. Over the summer, I went to Colorado, and of course, I figured I go to Colorado, I need boots, right? So I bought like a $400 pair of boots online. They come to the house, and they were too big. So then I ordered the next size down, and I kept them, except when I went to Colorado, I took both left boots, so I couldn't use them. I ended up returning $800 worth of unworn boots. But, you know, it just, that's just it. If you don't like it, return it. Bring it back. And, and they take them. They don't ask any questions. And then you get the little Alexa warning, your account has been credited X amount of dollars. I'm like, great.
I wouldn't call it a warning. It's a notification.
Okay, yeah, you get a little notification.
Andrew, any luck? I see Andrew's answering calls in there.
I guess they haven't kicked anybody off
Yeah,
yet.
we have someone on hold. Bring up the phone screener.
Sure.
800-990-1047. If you've been banned or barred by Amazon or some other organization because you return too much crap. Dennis is in Wesley Chapel. Dennis, you're on the MJ Morning Show, Q105, on our 3rd anniversary. Go ahead.
Yeah, it wasn't a return from online. It was a return to Walmart. We had a handicapped son, and we had in-home nursing that killed him. And
Hold on. What?
And we had a...
Hold on. Did you... Hold on, Dennis, did you just say what I thought you said?
Yes.
In-home nursing killed your son?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
So
All right, first Roxanne psychic story yesterday, and now Dennis. I'm so sorry. All right, so what happened?
Well, he was severely handicapped, and we had to buy a lot of medications and a lot of stuff and equipment for him. And we, go to Walmart because it was the cheapest, medication, Pedialyte, and, all this other stuff.
So what happened? What did they say to you?
Well, after, he passed away, I didn't need this stuff. I mean, we didn't need it. It was for him. So I was taking it back to Walmart and, and I didn't load up my car all at once. I just took it back a couple times. And after the fifth time, they said I'm returning too many times, too much stuff that they wouldn't take any more back.
Did you go to the same Walmart?
Well, I tried going to other Walmarts, but...
did they flag you at other Walmarts? Because I would say, don't return everything at one Walmart. Just kind of spread out the returns. But did you get flagged?
No, it goes into the system.
Yeah, the
So
system.
No matter which
Dennis.
Walmart you go, it comes up and says, oh, no.
Yep.
And
Did you have a
returned too
receipt?
much.
Did you have a receipt for everything?
Yeah, I even had my son's death certificate.
Oh,
Well,
jeez. Hey, so, Dennis, what was the final outcome? Did you have to sit on this stuff and eat it, or did they take it back?
I wound up donating it away to different groups and people who needed it.
All right, Dennis, thanks, buddy. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, thank you, Dennis.
All right, let me
It
grab.
makes you mad that, big corporation like that. I know that he's popping up in every Walmart database is returning, but that a human can't get involved and be like, wait, what happened? This happened to your son? Okay, return whatever you want to. I'll make that decision. I'll make an exception.
Christy, let me grab Christy in Tampa, and then we got to move on. So I'm not going to take a ton of calls here, but Christy, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Thank you. A huge fan, born and raised right here in South Tampa. I've been listening to you since I was little, and I would have to hide it from my mom. So happy you guys are back.
Oh, so how old were you when you were little listening to the MJ Morning Show? How old were you?
Well, I am 40 now, so I would say at least middle school, high school.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate it. Go ahead.
Of course, no, thank you. And Roxanne, you're amazing too. Anyways,
Thank you.
You're welcome, and everyone on the show. But
whatever.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we're real second thoughts here. Us, MJ and Roxanne, and everyone else.
No, but she said that because I wasn't part of the original iteration.
Christy was warned. Christy, can you tell us about what happened?
So I got an email. So I'm a huge Amazon shopper. Love it. Easy, convenient. And I got an email randomly about 2 months ago saying that they were watching me, that I was returning too much, and that was potentially could be banned from Amazon. And so...
Hold on, you got an email saying they're watching you?
Yeah, that I was apparently returning too many things, and that
Christy,
they had the right to-
we're watching you. Christy, this is Jeff Bezos. We're watching you.
I mean, you got to try different sizes. Come on now. But also, my friend, he started selling some merchandise on there, and he got banned, and he had to get lawyers involved because of specific words that he was using. He was selling different cases and stuff for marijuana things, but
He was selling stash boxes.
basically, yeah, it was really cool. Humidifiers, and so he finally got back on. But
Gotcha.
and I was on Instagram real fast. On Instagram, I started a page for my dog when she was 8 weeks old, and we got up to 25,000 followers, but I stopped because they blocked me. And with Instagram, I knew all about the algorithms and all the engagement, all the behind the scenes that we got blocked numerous times because if you like too many pictures at once, or if you get
They think you're a bot or something.
they thought I was a robot.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Christy, thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Hey, tell AJ I'll be right there. Let me do Cash Kitty here, folks. It is time for the Cash Kitty and the latest keyword for your shot at $1,000. So this hour's word is promise. The word is promise, Promise. Text the word promise nationwide right now to 45911 before quarter after for a shot at $1,000, or you can enter it on the Q105 app or at myq105.com. Text the word promise nationwide to 45911. 45911. Text it right now. Good luck. All right, let me grab one more call on this on Out of Control Returns. AJ is in Dade City. AJ, MJ Morning Show, you're up. Hi.
Hey, good morning, guys. So my father, until I met him, I never even really returned stuff, but he is addicted to returning stuff, and he got banned at Walmart. I guess they put you on a list for like a year where you're not allowed to return anything. And we're Costco members as well, and he returns stuff every single trip, like all the time. Like he's just known for that. That's like his addiction.
So he's banned from returning at Walmart. What about Costco?
No, apparently Costco's really they're disgruntled with him, but they're really great, because it's.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could buy like a 70-inch TV set at Costco, pour chocolate syrup all over it, have an elephant smash the screen, light it on fire, poop on it, and bring it back without a box, and they'll take it.
For sure.
They would. You may want to wipe the poop off first, but yeah.
He'll eat like 3/4 of something and then be like, "Oh, I didn't like this," and return it to them.
Oh man! Thank you, AJ. Thanks for listening.
You're welcome.
All right.
I've done that.
What?
I've eaten like 3/4 of something, but yeah, you know what? It wasn't that good.
Just return it. All right, now I have a warning. Ladies and gentlemen, an MJ Morning Show warning, because tons of people are on the Ozempic, right? Tons of people are doing the and it's not just the diabetic thing, the A1C. No, the Ozempic deal, Wegovy, Monjaro, the whole weight loss thing. It's a whole different, segment now. And we have an Ozempic warning. Oh, boy. Have you seen the latest here?
What?
We got a couple of warnings, actually. First of all, new Ozempic danger. FDA updates label to warn users of intestinal blockage. But that's not funny. That's not funny.
No.
Sure isn't.
Ozempic burned my genitals. Now that's funny.
Is it funny?
That's the other warning here.
Are you taking it the wrong way?
Ozempic burned my genitals and butt, leaving pieces of skin falling off and causing excruciating pain. Oh my God. We need a new jingle or something. We need, All right, hang on. I've got a new jingle. Here we go. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Oh, my wiener! It's burnt!
Oh my gosh. Okay, how does this even happen scientifically?
I want to try one. Let me do a jingle.
Froggy's turn.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start right off on the hook, so I'm not going to do the intro.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and...
What?
No, play the first Ozempic jingle. The first one's the fun one.
Well,
this one's
that's the whole intro.
We just want to make an ass joke. That's all we
All
want
right,
to do.
here.
I'll just sing over the jingle.
The fun jingle. The first one.
You mean the real one?
Yes.
What do you mean the fun one? How about the real jingle?
Yeah, that's all we want.
You mean
Yes.
you want that one?
Yes. That's going to work for the ass joke. Go.
Yes.
All right.
There
You
we go.
ready?
Yeah.
And go.
Oh, my balls hurt!
All right, Froggy, that is uncalled for.
What?
Did you dump that?
No, I missed
Okay,
it.
good. Okay, good.
It's a clinical term.
No, it's not a clinical
it's not.
term.
I mean, if you
Can
would've
I do
said-
one?
If you'd have said my testicles, that would have been.
No, this is a real story. Ozempic burned my genitals and butt, leaving pieces of skin falling off.
Okay, I want
and
to do
causing excruciating pain.
Roxanne.
Dr. Maria Rosas, a professor in Texas, tried the once-a-week drugs to treat her type 2 diabetes. But she suffered an allergic reaction, which left her fearing that she would die.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this is a female's genitals got nearly burned off by
Okay,
Ozempic.
then I need to sing about it.
Roxanne's dying.
Roxanne, which version do you want?
The fun one.
Fun one. You mean the real one?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and no. You're off. You got it. You ready? And
You were off.
Okay, yeah.
no. 3, 2, 1, and
My crotch burnt.
yeah. Well,
That was good. That was better than mine.
You essentially just read the story.
Well, I was going to say that before you
Of all
read
the places
story.
you could have gone, Rox, it's It's the PGest of them all.
Oh, you did burn your crotch with coffee this morning, didn't you? You
I did.
Spill coffee. So, ladies and gentlemen, the latest Ozempic warning here on the MJ Morning Show. Now, it is our 3-year anniversary, and I do have some gifts for the crew.
What a first.
Dude, you've called me disparaging names this morning.
Is it going to be any better than when Fetcher gave us Master P dolls?
I've got gifts for the crew. Folks, wish us a happy 3rd anniversary back here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Of course, the original run of MJ and BJ, then MJ, that ran from 1994 until 2012. 18-year run. And then we had a little bit of a hiatus, and then we came back in October of 2020, and it's the 5th, and that's our anniversary day. 3 years back today. Happy anniversary, and I've got some gifts for you guys.
How nice. How thoughtful.
All right, what kind of joke gifts this
Oh,
gonna
and
be?
did Michelle buy these? Because remember we had this discussion the other day that you're not really a gift giver.
No.
It's Michelle.
No, Butoni sent me those raviolis and tortellinis because of the moldy package, and they overnighted me a cooler. No, so I brought in
What?
I brought in Butoni for you guys. All right, who wants the tortellinis and who wants ravioli? Roxanne, what do you want?
You just went in your fridge and got stuff?
Yeah, well, listen, I can't eat all the stuff Butoni sent me.
Ravioli.
Would you like the chicken roasted garlic? I'm sorry, no. Buffalo. Would you like buffalo chicken ravioli, or would you like the pepperoni and cheese ravioli?
I'm just going to go Italian pepperoni and cheese, please.
Hey, well,
All right.
You dropped the Butoni package on the sound
I
effects.
dropped the package on the Ozempic thing.
All right, so
you
I
want
don't want that.
you want buffalo chicken or you want pepperoni and cheese?
Pepperoni.
Okay, here we go. Butoni for you, Roxanne. Happy anniversary, MJ Morning Show. Fester, would you like mixed cheese tortellini?
I defer to
or
Froggy.
chicken and roasted garlic tortellini, or the buffalo chicken ravioli? What would you like?
Froggy, you pick first.
From Butoni.
I want the buffalo chicken.
All right, it is right here. All yours. All right, and then Fester, would you like Andrew? I'll let Andrew pick.
I'll take whatever's left.
Andrew, would you like the mixed cheese tortellini, or would you like the chicken and roasted garlic from Butoni? Which one would you like, Andrew?
What was the first one?
First one is mixed cheese tortellini.
I'll run with that.
Okay.
You don't have cookies and cream, do you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, cookies and cream ravioli.
Wow, what a gift.
So, Fester, you get the chicken and roasted garlic tortellini.
Wow, so
There you
great.
go. All right, and then Andrew, yours is right here. So happy anniversary, guys.
Nice ASMR.
Don't crinkle. Don't crinkle the packaging.
Thanks for being so thoughtful.
Yeah, and thank you for giving it with just a month before the expiration date.
What's the expiration date?
November.
Yeah, you got a month.
I mean,
You want it to be fresh.
I mean, listen, it's a very generous gift of you cleaning out your refrigerator. So thank you, Ish.
Happy anniversary.
Okay, well, listen.
Yes.
So, or what were you going to say? Because are you
I'm
switching topics?
I'm about to move on.
Well,
yeah.
here's the deal.
Yeah.
So I was driving into work today listening to you guys, and I heard you say, Roxanne has gifts for us. And I was like, oh no, there's been a bit of a miscommunication. I sent you a text message last night. I sent everybody a text message, and I said, anniversary gift for tomorrow, I'm washing my hair. That was my gift. I was washing my hair. But then I heard MJ say, Roxanne's bringing in gifts. And I'm like, that greedy. Because I give you guys birthday gifts. Nobody gives me anything. I give you gifts all throughout the year. Why do I need to give anniversary gifts?
What are you talking about?
But then I felt guilty about it.
That was fresh out of his refrigerator for the last 6 months.
Exactly. Then I felt guilty about it, and I made a phone call, and I have 2 very good friends who are helping me out. So at some point today, some anniversary gifts are going to come waltzing through this studio.
All right, so you have somebody showing up with anniversary gifts for the crew.
I do. Yes.
All right, is it better than ravioli and tortellini from Butoni in a make good package?
I absolutely will say yes, it is. And
All right, well, I can't wait.
yes.
And it's going to happen before 9:45 when we typically sign off.
Yeah.
All right.
Another hour and a half.
The Rays are done. Why are people calling it the Rays quietly lost any World Series contention hopes? Why is it being described as the Rays quietly petered out? Why is
It's like quiet quitting.
Well, no, here's how it went down. Remember the beginning of the season? The Rays had this like unbelievable winning streak. They set like some crazy record for the most games won to start a season.
But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because the Tampa Bay Times had a headline, Rays season ends with quiet loss to Rangers in wild card series. Why is it a quiet?
Because their asses didn't show up. Because they managed to score 1 run in 2 games, and the other team scored 11 runs in 2 games.
Game 1 was 4-0. Last night's or yesterday afternoon's loss. What was that? Also a 308 first pitch on that. Both of them were 308s.
Major League Baseball likes to put the crappiest game first.
Yeah,
and they made the right call.
Yeah, they put the Twins later on.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the deal. First game, Rays lost 4-0. It's like they didn't even bother driving to Trop. And then yesterday they lost even worse, 7-1. They lost. And the attendance problem continues.
That's probably also has to do with the quietly, because it wasn't in front of a big Rays crowd.
Yeah, it was so quiet, no one was in the damn stands. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, reiterating my point that we want to keep the Rays. We want the Rays to stay in Tampa Bay. We don't want them moving to Las Vegas or Nashville or Montreal or to
Indianapolis, I heard, was in
was
play
that
for
another
a team.
one? I think I heard Belglade, southern part of Lake Okeechobee. So we want to keep them here in the Tampa Bay area, but it's the location that's the problem. So again, let me reiterate this $1.2 billion plan to build this new stadium and this whole complex. If you build it, they're still not going to come. We need to put the Rays Stadium in a geographical hotter spot to attract people instead of like the worst possible, furthest out of the way place for the population center of Tampa Bay to go to a game. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A little tough love here. Keep the Rays in St. Pete. Derby Lane area. Build a stadium there. I think there's plenty of land over there. Do a stadium wherever. Whether, there was talk about Channelside downtown. Talk about the fairgrounds. The Ybor, plan. That you're going to draw people.
Can't we put like on a dump?
Well, here's the deal. Now the Rays have the first and second lowest attendance in the modern era. So first we heard that for postseason, the Rays with Game 1 set an attendance low, a 104-year attendance low. With Game 1 with only 19,704 in the Trop, and then Game 2 was now the second lowest in 104 years with only 20,198 showing up yesterday. So an increase of a whopping, 400? 400 people showed up yesterday versus the first game.
We're on a roll.
This is postseason wild card playoffs, and they can't put people in the stands. So building a new complex is not going to do jack squat in that location. The location is the problem.
In this wildly modern time we live in, is it fair to compare attendance records from 104 years ago?
Certainly.
Dude, it's guess what? It's even worse that you compare them because
the population has boomed.
There was less population back then.
There was like 15,000 people in America back then. America's barely been discovered.
Right. And 9,400 were Native Americans.
That's right.
All right. In teepees. All right. And wigwams.
Over here, we have the Pilgrims. If you have a buckle on your hat, you're sitting over here.
All right. It's going to be the Pilgrims against the Indians. Wait, the Guardians.
Literally, Pilgrims.
Us broads weren't even welcome at the games.
Yeah.
You weren't.
Us broads?
Yeah.
You're going to stay home and make me dinner.
The only thing Roxanne did was sell cigarettes.
Guess what? Back with the original low attendance record of 1919, you couldn't even vote. I don't believe that, Roxanne.
So, no.
Yeah, no women's suffrage. That didn't come till 1920, if I'm not mistaken.
Up next, Honus Wagner.
Listen, guess what? If it went to 3 games, it would probably be the third lowest attendance record.
What's going on?
But it's not going to 3 games. Anyway.
Ooh, women's suffrage passed a few months before the 1919 World Series.
Women are welcome to the game.
Hold on a minute. Hang on. So women's suffrage. Hang on.
Okay, hold on.
It passed Congress in June of 1919, but was not ratified until August of 1920. And that was the 19th Amendment, which granted women the right to vote in the United States of America.
And shortly after that, ladies, well, welcome to vote for the favorite MLB player.
Keep your dames at home. Baseball's for men.
Oh, man. So Fester and I had a conversation earlier this week because we both noticed this, that with the Powerball jackpot and the Mega Millions jackpot and some of these huge numbers that we've seen, and the latest is there was no winner last night for the Wednesday Powerball jackpot, so Saturday's drawing is going to go to $1.4 billion. So we're getting up there again. $1.4 billion will be Saturday night's drawing. The cash value is $643.7 million. It is less than half of the full annuitized value of $1.4 billion. Now, what we've noticed, and this is for a while now, because we brought this up several times over the last maybe year and change. What's going on here? Why does it seem that the cash value amounts are going down, lower, lower, lower? It used to be you never had the cash value that was less than half of what the full annuitized 30-year payout amount was.
Yeah, for some reason, 60% always seemed to stick in my head as the cash value amount. And that's not taxes. That's because it collects interest over the course of the annuity to pay the other 40%.
Yeah, just like the Rays had a quiet loss. The jackpots have been quietly going down for the full jackpots have been going up. It's the cash payout that's been going down. And guess what? Our friends at the Wall Street Journal must have read our minds or heard our show on what the hell's going on here, because they wrote a story. And again, here's the deal. Monday, so here they have Monday's numbers. Monday's Powerball prize had a $490 million cash value, less than half of the advertised $1.04 billion, making it the tiniest 10-figure jackpot ever, and that's before taxes. In 2021, a similar $1 billion Mega Millions jackpot paid out a lump sum prize of $776 million. Look how much higher that was. Did the lottery people buy a shrink ray? Well, not quite. Winners have two choices. They can take the cash value now or opt for 30 annual payments that add up to the listed jackpot. The full jackpot amount is arrived at based on the returns of investing the cash prize in a portfolio of bonds. With the Federal Reserve raising interest rates to a 22-year high, it takes far fewer $2023 to buy bonds that pay out $1 billion by 2052. So because
of the increasing interest rates, the initial investment's lower to get that higher return in 30 years.
No one suffered the indignity of winning Monday's prize, blah, blah, blah. $1 billion jackpots aren't the unicorn events they used to be. We're having a lot of them now because, they've also, over the years, they've added numbers. Every time like, for instance, what does Powerball go up to?
Infinity.
No, what?
Infinity.
It'd be as much until there's a winner.
I don't even. No. How many balls? And Froggy, please refrain from a joke here.
I just held back.
Yeah. How many balls are in the Powerball, the white ball machine? So how many power balls are there? Are there like 70 and change now? Or I don't even know.
So
let's see. Powerball numbers are drawn from two sets of numbers. 5 numbers are drawn from it's 1 to 69. So 1 to 69 on Powerball, and then the second ball, the Powerball, 26 numbered. So 1 through 26. Every time, and remember, these lotteries used to have lower number or fewer actual numbers.
1 out of 45.
Exactly.
It's become harder.
And every time they add a number, or when you add more numbers, it exponentially just totally jacks those odds against you. And that's what's been going on as well. Is over the years they've added balls to the drawing, and it just decreases the odds of winning. That's why winning Powerball, it's 1 in 292 million. I mean, it's a ridiculously, you've got a greater chance on getting struck by lightning like 4 times in front of your house than winning Powerball. I mean, seriously. You get struck on Monday, struck on Wednesday, struck on Sunday, and then struck on, on Thanksgiving Day.
One hell of a week.
That's a bad week. I would hope I win Powerball after that. So also, MJ, they have added one more drawing a week. Powerball used to be twice a week. Now it's 3 times a week. So things just accelerate with no winner, no winner, no winner.
No, but it's a real situation. If you've noticed it, it's real that the cash payouts are getting less and less and less and less. So
crazy.
Yep. Versus the advertised amount.
Some rich people problems right there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you want to hear about some dating problems?
Yes.
Heads up warning on this, folks. A Florida guy matched a woman on a dating app. She meets up with him and carjacks him.
Oh, well, she carjacked him.
She carjacked him.
Jeez.
Good for her. I am all for equality amongst my carjackers. And the fact that men have been doing it primarily since forever is time for that to end.
Yeah, it is crazy. So this happened here in Florida. The Titusville Police Department said that a 24-year-old thief, a 24-year-old female, Breonna Eady, and an unidentified 35-year-old Orlando man decided to meet in person on September 24th at an apartment complex after they communicated over a dating app called Tagged. I never heard of this one.
No.
It seems like, every day we hear about some new... what is Tagged?
I don't know, but it sounds like a play on tag, you're it, hit me back. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that sounds...
Tagging someone.
Sounds about right.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Professor, can you go... give me a description of tag... I mean...
Tag that ass.
Roxanne, come on, Roxanne.
That
works. This is a family show. Come on.
Sorry.
I mean, Froggy's the vulgar anatomy guy on the show.
What? Excuse me, but don't you pigeonhole me.
Dude, you do a great job of pigeonholing yourself.
I hate pigeons.
Yeah.
So currently it is number 55 in the social networking category on the Apple Store.
Tag dating app.
It's the number one place for you to vibe with new people and match with singles.
Yeah, number one way. Yeah,
Ooh,
baby.
right.
What about
Tag team.
Yeah, tag team. Back again.
That's a party.
I'm going to carjack you with my friend.
They claim to have 300 million members.
What? No, get out. Tagged? I never heard of the damn thing.
With over 300 million members in the community, you're bound to find someone you like.
300 million?
Listen, let me roll something out. Now, I've been married to Michelle for 29 years. I've known Michelle for 7 years beyond that because we met in 1988. We got engaged in 93. We got married in 94. All right, so I knew Michelle for years before we actually got married. If let's say I were single today, I can't imagine that I'm going on a freaking Hinge app or Tinder or the Jack app, whatever it is, the car Jack app. What is it called?
Jack app is for solo.
I mean
I just dumped
how
that.
Could you dump that? That's hysterical.
No, it's I just dumped that, Froggy.
Oh my God.
It was a joke without even saying anything.
You can't say that.
It's just it was.
Nobody would even kids wouldn't even pick up on that.
No, it doesn't matter. That does not follow the decorum of this show.
You're the one who said it.
So
first.
MJ, yesterday I was listening to an interview.
What?
They were talking about the Golden Bachelor.
Yes.
And how people date above 55 or above 50 years old, and that they're completely foreign to these online dating
On the
platforms.
Golden Bachelor, I heard that one of the women complained that his crotch smelled like mothballs.
All right, you know what?
Okay, dump yourself.
Stop that. Froggy's Jack
too
joke
graphic.
doesn't make it, but you say that?
I'm sorry. All right.
First of all, I would say if I were going to hook up with an
Let
older
me dump
dude,
myself. It's
no,
too late.
If I were going to hook up with an older dude, that Golden Bachelor guy is it.
There's no way that guy's 70.
He's a good-looking
That's a lie.
70-year-old.
Yeah, I want to carbon date him.
Yeah, I want to check his rings like a tree.
Want to sever his torso and count his rings,
I'm a
right?
golden bachelor because I wear diapers.
All right, back to the carjacking dating app. According to the affidavit obtained by Fox 35 in Orlando, the pair drove to a nearby park in the victim's 2013 Mazda CX-9.
Nice car.
Yeah, he's rocking it, baby. With 277,000 miles on it. No, it doesn't say that. I'm just guessing. When the couple arrived at the park was closed, so they returned to the apartment complex. During the ride back, the victim told police that Edie, this is the 24-year-old woman, was on her phone sending multiple messages, receiving messages via text. At one point, she also made a phone call. Police said around 11:50 p.m. The two arrived back at the apartment complex where they were met by two suspicious men, including one who was carrying a gun.
Whoa.
So so she was letting him know, we're going back to the apartment. So her friends, two guys, then carjacked the vehicle. And it was, listen, she's all part of the gimmick, all part of the scheme here to set this dude up for a big old carjacking. Nice. But listen, I don't want to be judgmental. But if you're going to go through an elaborate carjacking scheme, wouldn't you want to jack better than a 2013 Mazda CX-9?
People like those cars.
You know what? I'm looking at a couple of pictures of the Mazda 2013. It's a timeless vehicle.
I'm just
Classic.
I'm just asking.
Actually, it's not a classic yet. It's only 10 years old, right?
Yeah.
So you could buy one on Car Gurus with 88,000 miles for just like $8,000.
So, man, you just can't even get on a good dating app these days without the fear of getting carjacked by some kind of a setup scheme.
Unreal.
Yeah, that's the. Oh, speaking of apps, I thought this was pretty interesting. I got a couple of dating stories here from these apps. Couples who meet on dating apps are less happy in their marriages.
I saw that story.
Yeah, isn't this interesting?
Yeah, I'm sure it's depressing for a lot of people because a lot of people meet that way now.
Oh, I don't know.
You want to hear the yuck line of the day from the New York Post?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you want to live happily ever after? Get it?
God, that is awful.
Yeah, that's
terrible.
That's how they started their story. You want to live happily ever after? Don't meet your mate online. Yeah, while the unlucky in love are still hoping to strike romance gold, endlessly swiping for their forever person on dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, Grindr,
And
Hinge.
Yeah, apparently this tagged also.
Yep. A new study has found that married couples who met online are less satisfied with their marriages than wedded partners who meet in person.
I don't know.
I know a lot of people who've met online.
And are happy.
No, they hate each other.
Yeah, I'm saying, I know people that met all different kinds of ways, and they all hate each other.
Fesher met his wife through the radio phone lines, right?
Yeah, she was calling number 7.
Yeah. What'd she win? What was the prize?
It was a fantastic plastic payoff.
We paid off I got her out of debt, and then we went to she forever put me in debt.
And then one other dating-related item here, which maybe we'll go to phones on this. I thought this is actually, I think, the best of the lot. This woman by the name of Zoe Kowald got a message from a guy on Hinge. So this has to do with the Hinge dating app. Didn't we also have a story like a week or two ago about a guy scrawled a warning to other guys on the underside of the toilet seat? Remember that?
Yes.
That was great.
Yeah.
Like, she's crazy or run now.
Yeah. So if you have the typical toilet seat in a house, you have the actual seat that you sit on, and then you have the lid. Now, in a woman's house or a woman's apartment, the seat part, that's not going up. It's only when guys go in and they're doing the stand-up number one that guys should lift up the seat, but don't always, and then leave whiz spots all over the place. But what happened was this guy went to this woman's apartment. They're on a date. They did not hit it off. I can't remember the circumstances, but things didn't end well, and they weren't a good click. It was like, all right, yeah, let's just end this. This is sucking. And the guy's like, hey, can I use your bathroom before I go? And it turns out the guy lifted up the toilet seat, the actual seat part, which in a woman's apartment doesn't get lifted. It's usually down because women sit both ways, typically. And the guy lifted it up and scrawled on the underside of the toilet seat, "Run away," guys, run away. This woman's, and like wrote disparaging stuff. So if other guys were there and lifted the seat, they would see the message.
Did he use a marker or something?
Yeah, I think he used like a black Sharpie or something and scrolled this one. And I think it turned out her roommate, another woman, was like cleaning the bathroom and discovered the message or something.
That's so great.
Anyway, hang on. Tell the caller I'll be right there because I also might want to take phone calls because we still have another 10 minutes at least, 12 minutes, maybe 15 in this segment. We got a lot of stuff. This is that long, hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. Oh, and, before I move on, folks, if you haven't seen my EAS alert video from yesterday, go look at it on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. I die, I collapse, I convulse. There's white foam flying out of my mouth. It is some of my finest acting ever. Why did this occur? It's a minute-long video on my Instagram, which you got to check out. It's on my main feed. It's the top item. Go to Certified MJ Radio. So the word certified, then MJ, then radio. Certified MJ Radio, and check out my award-winning performance with that special emergency alert test yesterday on all our cell phones and everything. All right, so back over to Zoe Kowald. And this was a Hinge story. That's why I brought back up the toilet seat deal. So this woman is on Hinge, and she added a photo to her dating profile, and this dude responds to her photo and writes, "Hey, Zoe, just wanted to let you know that pictures like this put off respectful guys who know how to hold a conversation." And he also said that her picture would only attract the kind of guys who only want to sleep with her. Have a nice day, and then a smiley face.
Oh, what a dork.
So it turned out that Zoe had just put up an image of her wearing, she was fully clothed, but she was wearing bike shorts, like tight bike shorts, and a T-shirt and a cardigan, and she was like crouching down, taking the selfie. And this guy thought that, I guess it was too slutty or, whatever.
Keep your opinions to yourself.
So his comment, gave her the vibe that, like, God, what am I doing on here?
Guy's got good game.
She said, I didn't think it was a photo that would be sexualized. Definitely think that she'd get a guy giving her unsolicited advice about who I will or won't attract on the dating app.
She doesn't need to hear that from him, but I'm looking at the photo right now. It is a little crotchy.
Right. So, I mean, the photo is, hey, Andrew, do me a favor. Grab the story and just put the link up on mjmorningshow.com. So, folks, as usual, if there's a visual to go with the story, we'll post it. And we're putting this on mjmorningshow.com. So mjmorningshow.com, and Andrew will have it posted in a few minutes in the As Heard on the MJ Morning Show section. So you go to mjmorningshow.com, and then near the top, look for the square that reads As Heard on the MJ Morning Show, and then we'll have the link to the story there, and then you can see the picture. So Roxanne, go ahead, describe this again. So you think do you think it's a little...
the legs are wide open.
Yeah, I think for a dating site, I do. I mean, the guy didn't need to say that to her because he can just mind his own business and keep his stupid thoughts to himself. However, if I was her girlfriend, I would be like, girl, just crop it. Just crop it, like from the waist up. I mean, if you want to show your big boobs, that's fine. You've got big boobs. Showcase them if you want to.
Showcase
her
them,
stomach looks
good.
good.
Now, are you saying that this is not crouching tiger, hidden crouch? Or hidden crotch?
Look,
no, it's crotch in your face.
It's a very casual, non-sexual picture, but she is showing all the real estate. All the real estate.
That's all the naughty bits.
And she doesn't put her whole dog in it. Only half the dog.
She doesn't have to. It's a casual position. She could just either put some shorts on or could crop the photo.
A better question is, why does her house look like the inside of a sauna?
Yeah,
What's up with all that wood planking?
We'll have the story. You can see the picture. Hey, I'll ask the question to our listeners. Have you ever been on a dating app where you've had a series of pictures, a profile picture or other pictures? Have you ever had a man or a woman, whomever, Have you ever had any disrespectful comment or any overt or obnoxious comment about an image that you had online? 800-990-1047. Anyone ever come out and just bluntly say, you're just going to attract, guys that want to, have sex with you, etc.
Yeah.
All right. The number to get in, if you have any angle or element that you want to add, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Hey, you ever post a photo and then didn't get the responses you wanted? Maybe got skeezy, cheesy responses, and maybe then you took a photo down and replaced it with something maybe a little less suggestive? Hey, listen, any angle or things we're not even thinking of here when it comes to posting images and what that image means and how it's going to be received by people. 800-990-1047 if you want to try to get in. Let me grab Bill in Largo. Bill, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi, Bill.
Hey, MJ, I got a great story for you.
Yeah.
All right. I met my wife the last year in the Army, okay? Saw her profile picture on, POF, I think it was, right? Cutest thing.
Hold on. POF?
Plenty of fish.
Oh, plenty of fish. Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, plenty of fish. Took her out on a date to Olive Garden, had a great time. 3 weeks later, we went down to the DMV or the court and got married.
Holy crap, 3 weeks?
First date at Olive Garden?
Weeks.
That's awesome.
Well, I wanted out of the barracks. She wanted out of where she would live with her dad. We decided it'd be a good plan.
Now, let me ask you a question. When you went to Olive Garden, was she sucking down the endless soup and salad and breadsticks?
No, just the breadsticks.
Oh, hold on a sec. What?
Just the breadsticks. You take a woman to Olive Garden and she works those breadsticks right, I'm marrying her.
Oh, jeez, Fester. All right, go ahead.
Bill knows.
Go ahead.
What the heck?
So, MJ, here it is 11 years later we've been together, and it's a complete nightmare. It's been a nightmare.
Whoa. Hang on a minute. 11 years later, why is it a nightmare?
I can't get rid of her, and she has nowhere to go. She can't take care of herself. Okay, I don't know if I need to start a GoFundMe page to get, to be able to get rid of her. We both agreed we don't want to be together. She doesn't work. I pay all the bills. She will not help me.
All right, hold on a minute.
Just drop her ass off at the
hang
Olive
on, Bill. This is a great story, but I've got questions.
Bill.
Now, 11 years ago, you meet her at Olive Garden. You get married after 3 weeks. So why did it take 11 years for you to figure this out?
Well, I got a lot of money when I left the Army, and we moved to Florida. And she has nowhere to go. She can't work. She's got mental problems or something. She won't work.
All right, hold on a minute. Bill, how old are you?
49.
You're 29. How old is she?
No, I'm 49.
49.
You're okay. Bill, you're 49. How old is she?
39.
She's 10 years younger. How far into the marriage did you realize? I'm just trying to figure out how long into the 11 years before you said, man, I made a mistake. This is not working.
6 months, MJ.
Oh, my God. Dude. 6 months in and you're still
MJ.
with her? You've blown 11 years of your life?
Yeah. Yes, it's a nightmare. I sleep alone every night in my own room because she won't sleep in the bed with me. We have separate bedrooms. I've been alone, a married man, for 11 years sleeping by myself. She smashed 3 televisions.
Wait a second. Hang on.
I want to talk to his wife.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Man, it's like the count on Sesame Street. She smashes a 3 of televisions. A 1, a 2, a 3.
Bill, I will take 11 years of your life. What?
Yeah.
Do you have any children,
I
Bill?
can't get rid of her, MJ. And, I'm a nice guy. I'm a good guy, and I take care of her. I do the husband thing.
Hey, Fester just had a good question. Are there any kids?
No.
Well, thank God. That's not a complication.
We both decided no kids, but I need to reach the financial point where we can both go our separate ways.
You've passed
So
it,
that's
dude.
my goal.
She's married to you for 10 years. She's got her claws into you, man.
11 years,
11,
dude.
yeah, I think it's like, isn't it like a 10-year threshold? Like if you're married more than 10 years? Bill.
Yeah.
I think you're making up legal stuff, but
I don't know.
all right. So, what do you, Bill?
Is
what
your
are you
wife
gonna
with
do?
you right now?
Yeah.
What do I do? MJ, I don't know. I've talked to multiple people.
I know. Hold on a minute. Froggy had a good question. She's not with you right now, right?
No, she's with me. We live together.
No. I mean, physically, right now, as you're on the phone.
No.
Now, Bill, are you dating?
She told me to go date girls. I think she's cheated on me multiple times, and she's been on POF chatting with guys and all the kinds of.
Does she go out like on a Friday or Saturday or Thursday? Does she ever just leave and go out for hours at a time?
No, she doesn't do that now. No,
This is the worst marriage ever.
Yeah, Bill,
it's worse. How do I get out? How do I get out of this marriage? I don't know what to do without money. You know what I mean?
Well, who owns the house, or do you rent, or what's the story?
We rent a house. It's both our name. I got her a brand new Toyota. It's in her name. She doesn't have to work. I give her cash every payday, and she's.
Well, hold on. You got her a brand new Toyota. Did you pay for it outright, or is it financed?
No, financed, and I got a $600 a month payment. On
well, who signed the note though? Who's responsible for the financial obligation on the vehicle?
We both are, but she doesn't help me pay one bill.
all right.
Nothing.
Wow.
Bill, the answer you're looking for is a hard one.
Yeah, you know the answer.
Fake your death.
Fake your death. That's exactly right. Bill, you have to die on paper. You know that, right?
Guys, what do I do? I don't know what to do.
Maybe we can put you in touch with some contacts.
Who are you gonna put her in touch with? Your psychic friend?
On me.
No, to help him fake his death.
Bill, what do you do for a living?
We can help with that.
Pool technician.
Oh man, I don't know what to tell.
There you go. Fall in the pool.
Have like a chlorine,
Fake you're drowning in a pool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Bill, we can help with this. No.
We could stage a drowning.
Yes.
We're idea people here.
Yeah, and we've got a video crew, and
Yeah.
and we can take pictures and everything. And
You've come to the right place, Bill.
I've thought of everything legally, and I've thought of illegal stuff, but I'm not going there.
Oh, man, that's-
I'm about to come in to some money for a hearing lawsuit.
Well,
here
you have
soon.
to get away from her fast then.
Bill, how about you work in like 2 more pools a week and hire a lawyer to get a divorce?
Where's it gonna go? If
all right, hold on. What did you say, Bill? You've got money coming your way
Yeah.
because of what kind of lawsuit?
a 3M earplug lawsuit that went down.
That the 3M earplugs did not protect your hearing the way they claimed.
I'm half deaf because of it, so I'm about to get maybe 12 G's.
Okay.
Oh, that's it? You go deaf and you get 12 G's?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
That sucks.
There's 200,000 veterans that are claiming in this lawsuit, so they'll have to pay out 200,000 veterans out of $6 billion.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did read about that, that these were the military-issued earplugs from 3M, and they did not protect the hearing the way they claimed that they were.
Exactly. I'm in that, and I'm half deaf. My left ear's gone.
I'm sorry to hear
bleed
that.
all the time. Yeah, it sucks.
Did you serve at Fort Lejeune or Camp Lejeune?
I did. I saw that. No, I did not.
You didn't drink any water in 1959 at Camp Lejeune?
All right.
No.
All right. Hey, Bill, listen, I'm going to put you on hold.
Okay.
Leave your information with Andrew, and if there are any attorneys listening that would like to give him a hand or any advice, call us up and let us know. And Bill, if we get anything, we'll pass it along.
MJ, thank you.
All right, buddy. Thanks for listening, man.
Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck, Bill. MJ,
Thanks.
do you want me to get your gifts now? Everything's in the hallway.
Let's wait till we get back from the break.
Okay, nobody go out in the hallway. Well,
No one go in the hallway.
Froggy, you're going to take your
All
little
right.
walk in the hallway. Close your eyes.
Hey, Bill, so real quick, one last question, Bill.
Yeah.
Are you on the 4th TV now?
Yes.
So she smashed. How does she smash the TVs? With what object?
Whatever she could find. Hammer, a dish, the remote, her hand, whatever she.
And what causes her to freak out and smash the TV sets?
It could be the littlest thing, like she doesn't have enough money to go get her nails done.
So she'll take a frying pan and smash the TV?
Right. Well, I mean, I'm no angel. I've had a little bit of a temper. I pissed her off, pushed her buttons, but still, you don't smash TVs when you get in an argument.
Yeah. What size TVs are we talking about?
One was a 40, 50-inch LED plasma. I mean, you name it. I've had it.
Oh my God! And how long has the latest one lasted without her smashing that one?
Good question.
So far, we are on a year now.
Oh, good. Okay. All right.
Good question.
And what brand is the current model?
Hisense.
Hisense. All right. Hey, thank you. Hold on. We're going to get your information, okay?
Thank you.
See,
All right.
Bill's smartening up. He's buying the cheaper TVs now.
Hey, speaking of TVs.
Yeah.
Hi. See, let me tell you what's going on here. We have a new TV in the studio, and we had a Vizio, which the bezel was so huge, the TV had to be 10 years old.
I mean, I was thinking older than that.
Maybe older. So the Vizio TV in our studio, which is our link to local news or national news and, what's going on during the morning show, if something's breaking and we can see it on TV, it's important for us. And our TV died, and our TV was out for like 3 days. I'm like, you know what? I'm not waiting any longer for this TV. So I put my foot down, and I said to Max, our chief engineer, and our general manager, Ron, I said, and this was last Friday, I said, we're going to get a new TV right now, or else we're not going to have a TV in here for months. So I literally dragged our chief engineer to Target, and we bought a brand new TV.
It looks good. I looked at it. I just thought of it yesterday. I looked over my shoulder. It looks really sharp.
Hey, listen to this. Ron, our general manager, gave Max a budget of $200.
What?
Yeah, $200 for a new TV for the studio, including tax. I'm like, so we go in there and they have Hisense and TCL. I'm like, no, we're not buying these off-brand Chinese TVs. No, we're going to get a decent brand. So guess what? We spent $279 on the fine LG 46-inch that's right behind you, Fester.
That's a nice TV.
But literally, on Friday, the week was over last week, and I could have just vacated this place, gone home, the weekend began. But no, I took another hour and a half out of my day to go. Literally, I went to Target with Max. I drove to the Target, not
Gateway.
far, not near Tyrone, I guess, or...
No, the one like a mile from
No, we didn't go to that one.
Okay.
We went to a different one.
Okay.
So we go to Target, and we found this LG set, and Max was like, I don't know, MJ, this is $279. Ron,
no, what are we
Ron
gonna
said
do?
we only had a... I'm like, I said, Max, buy the freaking TV, and I'll take responsibility for the $79 overage. With tax, it was $299.
Did you
With
have
tax,
to cover the $100?
No.
Okay, well,
Well, at least I haven't heard anything yet.
Because I will slow steal office supplies from this place to make you whole.
Slow steal.
I'll take.
You don't want to pay
I'll
me
take
more?
cases of copy
I'll take
machine
a case
paper.
of copy paper a week. That's fine.
All right. So we do have a new TV in the studio, all because I had to make it happen. I had to go get the TV, or else we'd still be looking at a broken freaking 12-year-old Vizio on the wall. All right, quick break on our anniversary day. It's our third anniversary here on the MJ Morning Show. Roxanne apparently has gifts for us. Some friend just delivered anniversary gifts, and we'll do it next. And a whole lot more here on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, we got to talk about magnets. Oh, a celebrity chef threatened to kill another motorist. I want to see if anyone knows who this guy is.
Is he like a big A-lister?
Did he call him a donkey?
And then I want to know. Well, hang on. We'll get into that in a minute. Hold on to those thoughts. And then, are you a parental caver? Do you know what parental caving is? Are you Roxanne is a parental. She just walked in off the hallway and raised her hand.
She's a parental caver.
Roxanne's a caver. Now, do you cave the number of times a year that they're claiming? I guess we'll find out next. All right, we're loaded. In minutes, back momentarily here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. And we'll do another long chunk. Oh, also, don't forget, we got the 9:10 must-hear story of the day. So 9:10 must-hear story of the day is coming up in just a bit. And we also have Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets to give away in hour number 4 in the 9 o'clock hour. So big things happening in the 9 o'clock hour. Make sure you keep listening here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Internet. Third anniversary of the MJ Morning Show's return to the Tampa Bay airwaves here on Q105. Today is October the 5th, 2023. We came back on October 5, 2020. 3 years. And Roxanne, you have some gifts before we get back into the MJ Morning Show content game here, or what?
I surely do. So anyways, I told you I was driving in, and two of my friends helped me out with these gifts for you guys. You said I was going to shower you with gifts. That's appropriate because it's all from Raining Berries. So thank you, Bimmel, and thank you, Allie. They were...
Raining Berries. That's
yes,
good.
it's so good. It's so good. So we have an It's Raining Berries bowl, and we have an On Island Time bowl. So take your pick. The On Island Time is granola, mango, pineapple, kiwi, coconut, honey. And then the Raining Berries one is granola, peanut butter, and Nutella, banana, strawberries, blueberries, coconut flakes. I also have...
Can you read the entire menu?
Yes, I'm going to read the entire
Just give us
menu.
everything.
Okay, but Fester, I'll let you read something. Go ahead and read these coffees.
I got to get back to show stuff here, but thank you to Raining Berries. It's highly appreciated.
Who's
Bimmel
the
puts
coffee for?
Thank you.
Us. And there's some tea for both you and Andrew since you're not coffee drinkers. But wait. There's more.
That's also... Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh, there's more. Like
Yes.
Billy Mays.
But wait, there's more.
There's a balloon that
All
says
right.
congratulations.
Let me see it.
Congratulations.
Balloon.
Yay.
There we
And
go.
then there are flowers. 'cause That's what you give on an anniversary.
A bunch of flowers for MJ also. I threw the flowers at you. Threw a dozen
All right, so
flowers.
I'm holding up the balloon and flowers on MJ TV.
I'm going to do an impression of somebody with the balloon. I want you to see if you can guess who it is.
All right, and then Froggy's going to do... Hey, Andrew, take Froggy's camera, please. All right. So Froggy's going to do a balloon. All right, hang on a minute.
Yes, go. Inhale.
The plane. Hang on.
Is there more?
He's sucking in the helium from the balloon.
Take a breath. That's enough.
Okay, that's enough.
Welcome to Fantasy Island. Here comes the plane for more visitors. I am the midget. I feel lightheaded.
And thank you. We got
I don't feel good.
We've got some nice yellow roses.
Some lovely flowers. I huffed the rest of it.
You sound weird.
We totally
You sound funny.
we totally sucked out all the.
You sound
All
like
right.
yourself.
It's going away now. Wow, that helium didn't last very long.
So, thank you, Allie. She helped me with that.
Thank you,
Thank
Allie.
you, Raining Berries, South Tampa, my favorite location. Go ahead, MJ.
And the yellow roses are lovely.
Yes.
Yes.
Lovely yellow roses.
I'm going to do another impression with the roses. Tell me who this is.
All right.
Go
This is
ahead.
very, very... Okay, ready?
Okay,
Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Yep.
That-
What? Oh my God, Andrew! Did you just get that?
All right. Who is that?
Andrew, did you just? Oh,
There's one left.
Oh my God! I thought you were going to do a Golden Bachelor impression. Instead, you clobbered the crap out of me.
Yeah, that was my Golden Bachelor impression.
There's thorns in there.
I was gonna bring those flowers home to Michelle.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh my God! Ah, don't eat the rose.
Are you getting this, Andrew?
Can you eat a rose?
Is this on MJTV? Froggy just took this beautiful.
Here, take him to Michelle.
Yeah, a bunch of stems.
Here are the roses.
Jesus.
Thank you, Roxanne.
Oh, you're welcome.
Whoa!
That's a good shot. I threw a rosebud right at MJ's
Oh,
head.
my-
It's raining rosebuds and berries.
Hold on. How much were these roses?
Don't worry about it. A texter's complaining that you guys are destroying the gifts I gave you with the balloon and that. But this is the thing: when you give a gift, once you get it, you
once
can
you
do
give it,
whatever you want to.
Froggy just inhaled all the contents of the Mylar helium-filled balloon,
And Fester.
and then.
Yes.
Oh, you left the price tag. These classic dozen colored roses from Publix were $11.99, and now I'm holding nubs and stems.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Who are the roses from?
Hey, Michelle,
Allie.
get a vase ready. We're gonna put the nub.
that would be funny.
Allie, thank you for the
Thank you, Allie.
thank you for the crap.
Oh my God, that's Andrew. Did you get all that on MJTV?
All right.
Yes. Froggy took the yellow roses and smashed them over Fester's head, destroying the whole bouquet.
Froggy, you want to split half of this assy bowl with me?
What were you complaining about?
Unbelievable. I got leaves all over the place. And where was I? I don't even know. Oh, incidentally, I guess Julian was making my son Julian was making a big deal over this last night. Hey, guys, I'm not going to be in contact on my phone. I'm doing the iOS update. So I guess now Julian still is rocking the iPhone 12. But I guess they just released this new iOS update.
Have they?
Yeah, well, because of the crotch-burning iPhone 15s.
Yes.
Yeah, because they were getting as hot as like 112, 116. You know, some people claimed 120 degrees.
I am a phone crotcher where I stuff it there when I drive.
Yeah.
So
Dude, don't do that. You're going to get to,
Can you get TC?
Yeah, I think so.
From your iPhone?
That's why I stopped.
Yeah, so iOS 17 was released yesterday for Apple users. I'm not. I was successful. I ordered our brand new Pixel 8 Pro yesterday. I ordered one for me. I ordered one for Michelle. You know, people go all crazy on the gigabytes.
What do you mean?
Well, you can get the 128, you can get the 256, you can get the 512, you can get the 1 terabyte. I get the cheapest one. I ordered two 128s. Why? Because that's what I have right now. And I have never maxed out my phone. It just never happened. I've never exceeded the storage on my phone. Like right now, if I go to my phone, and I've had this for 2 years. 2 years I've had this. And if I go to my phone, let me go to my settings right now. And where do I see storage? Where can I see how? Okay, storage. Look at this. This phone is 2 years old. I'm about to chuck it. My new Google Pixel 8 Pro in Obsidian Black with 128 gigabytes of storage will arrive next week sometime. And for instance, on my old phone, I have 91 gigabytes used of 128. And I got a lot of crap on here that I probably could go through and delete half of that. I don't get, who needs a terabyte of storage?
I mean, you don't use your phone for video editing or...
Who the hell? Yeah, no, I use a desktop for anything significant or a laptop.
I use my phone for everything.
Yeah, I mean, some people use their phone for a lot more than photos and Instagram posts.
So my apps are using 50 gigabytes. The system's 20 gigabytes inherently. Videos are 9. Images are 7.4 gigabytes. Documents, and then we get into lower megabytes here. But I've got tons of crap on here that I can get rid of and probably open up a further 50% of what I'm utilizing. So I don't need to spend hundreds of extra dollars for the storage. I don't need it. So
wait until you open your OnlyFans account, and then you have to take a lot of pictures of your feet. Then you're going to wish you had that extra space.
Yeah, great. And then it was rumored, and guess what? It came to fruition. If you bought the Pixel Pro yesterday, the new Pixel 8, you get a free Pixel 2 watch. That is a $300 value. So they give you the phone and you get the free brand new Pixel 2 watch.
Whoa.
I'm like, whoa, it's incredible. That's like, again, it's like a $250 or $300, whatever the value is. It's like $300 value. So I thought that was fantastic. Anyway, so iPhone 15, new iOS 17 because of the burning iPhones because of the chip running so hot. So what'd they do? Would they reduce the computing power of the phone?
They slowed it down.
Yeah, would they slow it down to reduce the heat coming off that chip?
Welcome to iPhone
15. I mean, really, I think that's what they did. Hey, we have a celebrity chef that went nuts here in Florida, took a baseball bat and threatened another motorist and said, "I'll kill you."
All right. Celebrity chefs is one of those words that you get.
How do you say sheriff instead of chef? I mean, you're about to say celebrity sheriff. How do you make that error?
I had some crap in my mouth.
No, I think it's crap going on in your brain. I'm telling you.
Sheriff and chef aren't that far off.
Anyway, so go ahead.
You're on a couple of these TV shows. They think you're a celebrity chef.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, who is this guy?
All right, I'm going to tell you right now.
Is he famous? Is he top tier Food Network stuff?
Well, he was with Gordon Ramsay on something. So Ralph have you noticed on Fox they have like 19 Gordon Ramsay shows on?
He's back again. I mean, he's like back.
Aren't there like 8 different shows?
There's restaurant takeover, and then there's...
I have no idea. They have all kinds of crazy shows, and I can't keep track of how many are out there. So Ralph Pagano is the guy's name. Ralph Pagano is 55 years old and is the owner of Naked Taco in Miami. Now, I've heard of Naked Taco. And he was a contestant on Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen. So he was on Hell's Kitchen, and he was caught in a road rage accident some months ago, but the details of the story are coming out now. So officers with the Boca Raton Police Department said that a man was driving with his 10-year-old daughter when Pagano, driving a black Tesla, pulled out of a road onto a main road called Jog Road, which I'm familiar. Jog Road goes all the way up through into Palm Beach Gardens area. I mean,
just jog right through.
You have a military trail over there, Jog Road. These roads go forever through multiple cities over on the East Coast. So this guy pulls out, and the man told police that Pagano cut him off, honked his horn, and flipped off Pagano. So a guy honks his horn, flips off Pagano, takes his picture. Pagano, the guy that was on TV with Gordon Ramsay, stops in traffic. Pagano begins yelling at the driver, approaches his vehicle with a baseball bat, sticks the bat through the driver's open car window, and says, "I'll kill you."
Uh-oh.
You can't do that, you dumb donkey.
Yeah.
Okay, so of the 50 states, Florida might be the second worst one to do that in.
But it seriously, it sounds like this guy picked some stuff up from Gordon Ramsay.
Unbelievable. One simple request, who and why, and you make a big song and dance about it. What is that there? What is that there? What is that? That's raw. Raw.
Take that, you donkey!
It's a fucking restaurant, not a sushi bar. How can you get confused with a raw fucking grilled lobster? Cut the fucking bullshit, will you? Just stand up straight and at least look like a fucking cook. You fucking dick.
Oh my God.
You fucking dick.
You wonder why he has so many shows. He's so entertaining.
Are you always this pathetic?
And you want to hear Ralph Pagano? You want to hear what Ralphie sounds like?
Yeah.
So this is Ralphie, I guess, on Hell's Kitchen. No,
he was on the first season of Hell's Kitchen
with Gordon
I watched
Ramsay.
that.
So this is him.
So one of my secret weapons as an old steakhouse
hang on a
chef,
second.
and things that don't happen
Andrew's telling me that it was not on Hell's Kitchen. So where's this audio bite from of Ralph Pagano?
This is from another show that was demonstrated using one of his demonstrations.
My God, are you taking talking lessons from Fester? What's going on over here?
We all have our mouth filled with this assy bowl.
What's a good with you version?
All right, here we go. One more time.
So one of my secret weapons as an old steakhouse chef, and things that don't happen usually in Mexican restaurants, is the proper use of butter. While manteca and lard is pretty popular, butter not so much. So thank you, Dairy Council. I'll be waiting for my check.
He's a New Yorker. You hear his voice?
Roasted garlic butter that we make, right? So we take a gaggle of roasted garlic, blend it together with sweet.
Yeah, he had a baseball bat in the car because, like, everyone in New York has a baseball bat in the car.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what everybody in Florida has in
a
their
gun
car.
in the car.
Yeah, no kidding.
They got a Sig Sauer, or a Smith & Wesson, or a Glock.
Isn't it a charge right when you reach or put something in the vehicle? O.J. Simpson got busted for that.
Yeah, that's it's burglary technically.
Yeah,
So
you can't do that.
You stick your hand in a car. That's a conveyance burglary. Yeah,
sovereign citizens.
MJ, some guy takes a baseball bat. He's pissed off at you on the road, puts it in your car, and says, "I'm going to kill you." What's the next chapter look like for that guy?
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
I'm about to say, man.
If that guy, the driver that had the baseball bat stuck in his car at him, and then this Pagano goes, says, "I'm going to kill you," that might be a stand your ground, justified deal. If that motorist pulled out a gun and blasted a cap in his butt,
no, you should say his kids.
In his rump roast.
Bang, bang, you're dead. 50 bullets in your head. One here, one there. The rest is in your underwear.
What?
Bang, bang, you're dead. 50 bullets in your head. One here, one there. The rest is in your underwear.
I heard you the first time.
Feel free to use
Don't
that.
need you to repeat that.
I don't have 50 in my clip. But
I never heard that in my life. All right, parents caving in. I asked Roxanne, "Are you a caver?" And she raised her. You say, "You're a caver? You cave in?"
I have one of my daughters is just a natural negotiator. It's like negotiating with a terrorist.
I don't negotiate with terrorists.
Well, I know. So
I would ship your little 6-year-old daughter off to a CIA black site and waterboard her so fast.
No, I actually.
And I'd play Patrick Hernandez, Born to Be Alive, on a loop for like 17 days straight.
Play Helter Skelter while he does it.
It's kind of funny. She's just tough, and we have to obviously lay down the law in a lot of situations. But there are some things I know she's just going to badger. And so I'll set the bar really high and let her badger to a point, and then I'll cave. That's what I do with her.
Well, the reason why I'm bringing this up is moms and dads on average cave into their kids 218 times a year.
What?
That's better than once a day. That's better than I thought it was going to be.
Kim thinks I'm a caver, but I haven't caved in years. I used to go to all those cave parties.
You're
back
Captain
in the day.
Caveman. Remember that old TV show?
And Son.
Caveman. Old Hanna-Barbera cartoon. After these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. Captain Caveman!
And Son. Remember the Son?
That was in the latter years, yeah.
I like that.
You know what? I'm not a caver. In fact, ask Chloe and Julian about us not caving. Yeah, we've given them some tough disciplinary deals.
Yeah, by making them not pay for Netflix, not pay for their trips around the country.
You're only going to spend the summer in Paris. Damn it.
Stop it.
Not 5 months, just the summer.
I'm running I'm running a little late on the 9-10 must-hear story of the day because of the flower debacle and the helium hijinks.
What happened?
No, I'm just running a little late on the 9-10 must-hear story of the day, and let me deliver that right now. And it has to do also with parenting. This is very important. Parents cave in an average of 218 times a year. Guys, are you yellers? Do you yell at your kids?
I hate it. I'm not going to name a name, but there's somebody in the family who is a yeller.
All right, so you don't yell at your kids?
I try. I get to a boiling point, and I do. I
thought you did yell at your daughter, and you ended up throwing all her princess dresses into the pool.
But
you drowned her princess dresses.
No.
I did. But here's the thing. Those are like silver bullets. Like, I only yell when I really get to my wit's end with them. Most of the time, I always try to de-escalate. I always try to talk calmly to them. And because I just don't like yellers. Like, look, I come to work and listen to yellers at work.
The reason
I
why
want to go home to a peaceful house.
The reason why I bring this up and the reason why this is a very important story is that yelling at kids can be as harmful as physical abuse, according to new studies out of the United States and the UK, showing that shouting at children can be just as harmful as physical or even sexual abuse. Wow, that's crazy.
All right.
This is from the folks at Wingate University, North Carolina, and the University College London analyzed 149 quantitative and 17 qualitative studies examining childhood verbal abuse, which they call CVA. I never heard it. So CVA is childhood verbal abuse. And I don't know if this includes just normal parental yelling or if this is like a repeated badgering and a different level of yelling. But they're saying that I'm sorry. I'm
sorry, but the statement you just said, I have to jump in to compare yelling to sexual
find those
abuse.
spots though to jump in.
To compare yelling to sexual abuse, that's kind of that's a bit
quite
of
a
a
stretch.
right?
All right, 9:22 at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. So we have one final chunk of the MJ Morning Show to go here on a Thursday, and we've got Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets to give away. Great show. People love Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and we will give away a pair in just a matter of moments here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. The MJ Morning Show is brought to you by... 31 at the MJ Morning Show, and you are listening to the final chunk of the program here on a Thursday, and the third anniversary of the return of the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Yep, 3 years we've been back, believe it or not. We'll give away Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets in just a matter of moments for the show December 23rd, downtown Tampa in Amalie. Great show. Everyone that sees TSO, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, loves them. Supposed to be just a heck of a show. Very talented individuals. Tickets on the way in just a matter of moments. A couple of things. I mentioned a couple of things yesterday, and I just didn't get around to them. I apologize. I mentioned Spookala. Is that, Andrew, is that how you pronounce it? Is it Spookala or is it Spookala?
I don't know. I've never heard it pronounced.
All right. So this is, I guess, an event. And does it happen this Friday? I think it happens tomorrow.
Is it in Ocala?
No, it's at the fairgrounds. So, yeah, Halloween Spookala.
It has to be Spookala.
Is it Spookala or Spookala? Is it like Dracula, Spookula?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking, like
anyway,
Dracula.
But so it happens at the Florida Fairgrounds, at the Florida State Fairgrounds. It happens tomorrow, Friday, and it's going to bring... actually, it's going to be all weekend, so it starts tomorrow.
It's Spookala.
It's Spookala?
I'm looking at it now. Spook, A-L-A. Spookala.
Spookala. So it's all weekend long at the fairgrounds. So it's October 6th, 7th, and 8th. and they're going to bring in.
It's like a Comic-Con for scary stuff.
And they're going to bring in actors. You know, like Comic-Con, they bring in a lot of the DC Comics and
like the guy who played Freddy Krueger. What's his name?
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
He could be at Spookala too.
It's Spookala,
however the hell you pronounce it. So they're bringing in some scary actors, including Michael Lillard, David Arquette, Skeet Ulrich, I've heard of those two, Fiona Dourif, Michael Rooker.
Oh, no, he's scary.
Rose McIver, and more. Now, I couldn't tell you exactly what scary movies that they're in. I don't know.
How's Patrick Wilson not going to be there?
Hey, dude. What? Dude, I was about to bring that up.
Oh, really? Sorry.
Yes.
I don't have a mind reader today.
So Patrick Wilson is a local. He went to freaking Shorecrest. That's where my kids went to school here in St. Pete. And why isn't Patrick Wilson at Spookala?
Come on, Patrick.
This weekend.
All right, hold on.
Oh, hang on. They're going to bring John Wilson in as a substitute.
I saw he was busy.
He's looking pretty scary today.
Hey, bring in Mark Wilson.
Yeah, remember he spoke at that. We were at some event and he spoke very well spoken.
Bring in Mark Wilson, the Fox 13 anchor.
Yes, the news anchor is well spoken. Good job, Froggy.
No, but Patrick Wilson, who is the brother of Mark Wilson from Fox 13, the son of longtime Fox 13 anchor John Wilson, who retired some years ago.
He's like the king of horror movies.
Patrick Wilson has made a very successful career out of these isn't it like The Conjuring and that kind of stuff?
He was also in Hard Candy where he got castrated.
All right, so
that's right.
It might actually be Spookala.
So it is. Why?
Because I'm reading the history and it says born in Ocala.
Oh, so I was right.
I was right. I said Ocala.
You said Ocala, but I originally said Spookala and said, is it Spookala or is it Spookala? And if it was born in Ocala, I'm guessing it is Spookala.
Makes sense now. It all came together.
Yeah, but Patrick Wilson definitely ought to be here for this
What
thing.
is he doing? Come on.
Yeah, big star.
Yeah, well, you too big for us, Patrick?
Listen to this. Frog, you'll get a kick out of this.
What?
Ed Sheeran.
I love Ed.
Got so high with Snoop Dogg he couldn't see straight. Did you see this?
I've always heard that Snoop smokes the strongest stuff.
I guess he does, yes.
It's like when Fester passed out in his, what was it, fried eggs?
It was eggs, yeah.
Yeah, he passed out head first in fried eggs when...
A former radio station cohort of ours invited us to breakfast and hotboxed us in his car. I got so high I passed out at the breakfast table.
I've never seen anybody pass out.
Froggy was driving.
Right in the eggs, hit both of his eyes, landed right in the yolks.
Froggy was driving, and Ted Webb brings out this joint. What? Teddy would love if I told the story. He starts passing around this joint, right? We get to, what was that place called?
What
was that place called by the crosstown and on Himes?
Oh, yeah.
Pig Bellies.
Potbellies. It used to be Potbellies, yeah.
So we go to Potbellies. Now it's the Himes restaurant. And the
waitress. He knew the waitress.
He knew all the waitresses. He's holding court, and I'm just sitting next to him, just spinning my head. My eggs come out. My head just smashes right into the table.
God.
Yolks everywhere. Teddy puts his elbow on my shoulder as I'm hunched on the table. He goes, yeah, my friend's going to take a little bit of a nap right now.
Weekend at Fester's. So Ed Sheeran was on a podcast with Conan O'Brien, and I guess he shared that he smoked so much pot and got so high with Snoop Dogg he couldn't see straight.
Been there.
Yes, let's smoke.
Yeah.
Never smoke with a ginger. They can't smoke.
Is that
Never smoke with Snoop.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Is that a genetic thing?
Yeah, something to do with the red hair.
Like gingers also, folks with red hair are supposed to be more tolerant of pain.
Is it true that having red hair is almost like a disease?
No, Froggy. What
really?
Are you talking
Where did
about?
I read that at?
No, it's genetic. It's a mutation. Is what it is.
Oh, now you're going to call them mutants?
No, just like blue eyes. Hey, blue eyes are a mutant. And listen, I've got like with my beard before.
That's why you're so offended.
Well, before my beard turned gray, I had a good deal of red in my beard. My hair's always been brownish. blonde or brownish. When I was blonde when I was younger, and then brown. My hair's brown,
Yeah.
but my beard had a little bit of red in it.
That was always his pirate name, MJ Redbeard.
Hey, but I've got blue eyes. Blue eyes are a mutation.
Yeah, you're a regular Frank Sinatra.
Right. What color? What color are your eyes?
Bluish green.
Yeah, I don't know. Fester, what are you?
Hey,
Brown
what-
eyes?
Did you just question my eye color?
Yeah.
But what are you talking about?
No,
Look at what?
When
They- they
They're
look-
my eyes. I think I know what color
They
they
look
are.
like brown hazel.
What? She has
Are you
blue
out?
eyes, right? Don't you?
Hold on. Oh, Roxanne is coming to school me.
Now she's coming around.
Don't make me come around here.
No, she wants you to get a good look at those eyes.
Hang on.
Got those big Japanimation eyes.
Hold steady. No, they're like gray, they're like grayish hazel.
Gray.
Right
Yeah.
into her face. Nope, you're wrong.
She's got dove's
I know what color
eyes.
her own eyes are.
She's like a shark.
Now I have brown eyes. My Uncle Mike used to put his hands on my forehead. He goes, "You know why your eyes are so dark?"
Hey, do you know who?
Because you're so full.
You know who?
That's right.
You know who Dwayne Keefe D. Davis is?
No.
Dwayne Keefe D. Davis.
Who's Dwayne Keefe?
He's the dude that was arrested for whacking Tupac Shakur.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Keefe.
Yeah, guess where Keefe is? He's in solitary confinement because they're afraid he's going to get whacked in jail. Fester, you brought this up a couple of times. So he is in solitary. That's been confirmed because they're afraid that he's going to be taken out.
Dude, if I want to be king of the prison, I'm killing the guy that killed Tupac.
That took out Tupac
Yeah.
Shakur in Vegas in 1996.
Did you hear that Puff Daddy might be wrapped up in this too? He might have paid for it. Allegedly.
No, where did you hear that?
I heard that as well.
Yeah.
Where? Okay, do a search on that. I didn't hear that.
I heard it on the text line.
Wait, no. I'm talking about real news.
Yeah, what source? Give me a
Oh,
source.
Hal Herman told me.
Oh, my God. Hal Herman News?
I got a text from Hal.
Get out of
He's
here.
back in town already.
What, he flee rehab?
He took the red eye.
Oh, hang on. Hal
With two
Herman.
red eyes.
Hal Herman is just rolled into
landed.
town. Hal Herman, welcome back to the
Hey, it's great to be here. I know I don't have a news report until tomorrow, but I just thought I'd pop in. My flight just landed, and I booked it. I ran here from the airport.
All right, and you have a report about Puff Daddy, P. Diddy?
Yes.
Diddy?
I'll give you all the details tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show. What time?
Usually 8 o'clock is when Hal Herman...
I don't like that. I want to do it at 7 o'clock.
PM.
You know what? Make it 9 o'clock.
So,
You know what? Let's do 6. You know what? Forget it. It's canceled.
Hal,
You know what? It's back on.
Hal Herman headlines, 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Hal. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
Glad Hal
Right.
Herman is back.
Unbelievable.
I can't wait. Hey, Fester, get your Shaquille O'Neal impression ready.
All right, I'm ready.
A little deeper, maybe.
All right, I'm ready.
Shaquille O'Neal revealed that if he wanted to go skydiving, that they needed 2 parachutes for him.
Dude, he's a giant man. How much longer do you think he's going to live?
They said that if you wanted to skydive, I guess he was kicking it around, that they would have to sew 2 parachutes together.
Boom. Shaq Fu.
Would you trust that, man?
I mean,
Remember when Chris Angel levitated him? But it was just a Shaq balloon. You could tell it was just a big balloon. It was awful. Yeah, it's on YouTube, kids, if anybody wants to watch it.
Speaking of basketball, guess who is worth $3 billion?
Shaq.
Nope.
Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
They just sold the team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He sold
Yep.
the Hornets.
Yes.
Bobcats.
Michael.
What? Are we just going through animals?
They were the Bobcats.
Werewolves?
The Charlotte team was named the Bobcats because the owner's name was Bob. And
His wife's name
then
was Cat.
Jordan bought it and he changed it back to the Hornets.
Well, he didn't own the whole team. He had an interest in the team. So Michael Jordan is now worth $3 billion.
He's a good businessman.
Apparently so. Holy frigamoly. That's a lot of money. On the other end of the financial spectrum, Russell Brand, who's been embroiled in this whole accusation controversy, he's now asking fans on YouTube and Rumble to help him pay his legal bills and to support him financially.
What? That guy's rich.
Well, I don't know about that.
I can understand, like, Shorty Shane has, like, a GoFundMe for his broken mouth.
What happened to Shorty Shane's mouth?
He lost his tooth. Remember, we saw him without a
Oh,
tooth.
yeah.
And so he has to get surgery or whatever. I can
You know,
understand that.
he moved. He used to live right down the block. We used to see Shorty Shane all the time.
He left
Now
us.
it's like a hassle. So Shorty Shane now, he lives in Lakeland, and, we don't see him as much. But
he had a boxing match a couple weeks ago against another midget.
I mean, Shorty Shane is welcome to come.
Little person.
Yeah, little person.
Sorry.
So Shorty Shane, he's welcome to come by any time. But, since he moved from St. Pete out to Lakeland, hey, more house for the money. That's what he told me.
It's true.
Yeah.
How big of a house does he need?
Well, any house he's in is big.
Yeah, but say I put his ass in a refrigerator box.
I got to call him up. I got to see if he's doing all right. Hey, guess what's getting terrible reviews?
Our show? Just kidding. No, we're getting good reviews.
What?
What?
The new Exorcist incarnation.
Oh, stop. Don't remake The Exorcist.
Well, they already did. It's too late. Yeah, they're saying awful reviews. And apparently Universal paid $400 million for just the rights. What?
Who directed it? Rob Zombie?
I don't know, but the reviews are scathing. Yeah, you want to talk about a horror movie? The reviews are horrific. The reviews are a horror story on this
remakes.
This new Exorcist Believer.
The only good remake ever was the Blues Brothers 2000.
Yeah, the first film planned in this trilogy. So they're planning on 3 Exorcist reboots. And the first one is only at a 27% average on Rotten Tomatoes.
You thought the last one sucked.
Oh, my
We're making
God.
a third.
That is terrible.
I can't believe you missed my joke. I thought you'd get so offended.
Hold on, what was it?
He said the only good remake movie was Blues Brothers 2000. You were too busy reading your next line.
Yeah, I
you
was.
didn't hear it.
Exactly.
And
You,
didn't-
MJ, you like that.
You didn't stop and
Didn't
say,
you love that movie?
Froggy, you're crazy. It was
Dude.
a waste of film.
Come
Dude,
on.
that was still, to this date, one of the greatest letdowns in my life. You think I'm kidding?
That's why I can't believe you didn't say anything.
The original Blues Brothers from 1980.
Did you cry after?
I was, you know what? I was 14 years old when that movie came out, summer of 1980, and my grandma took me to the movie in Hollywood, Florida. I was down visiting grandma, summer of 1980 in Hollywood, and she took me to the movies to go see Blues Brothers, and I fell in love with that movie immediately. Waited 20 freaking years for Blues Brothers 2 to come out. And that was the worst pile of on-screen vomit I have
John
ever
Belushi
seen in my life.
And John Goodman, right?
John Belushi wasn't in it.
Yeah, John
at
Belushi
all.
expired some years
Jim
earlier.
Belushi. It was
Yeah.
Jim Aykroyd and Goldman.
Yeah, and it was terrible. Awful.
I'm going to watch it this weekend.
It was the worst thing ever. What a disappointment. We got to roll, folks. But before we do, we got to give out some Trans-Siberian Orchestra tickets. If you're caller 21 right now, 800-990-1047, you got them, baby. You got it. All right. Caller 21, 800-990-1047. If you call it 21, you're going to TSO, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Got a pair of tickets for Amelie, December 23rd. So good luck from the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Folks, take a look at my video from yesterday during the special EAS test that beeped on our phones, the national broadcast emergency on our phones. If you haven't seen my video of what happened to me during the test, you got to see it. Go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Or it's posted on MJMorningshow.com in the As Heard on the MJ Morning Show section, and the link is there. You can click on that. Yeah, if you don't know what happened to me during the phone test yesterday, where all of our phones started beeping at 2:18 p.m. yesterday, you got to see what transpired. It wasn't good.
It's very funny.
Yeah, go check it out. It's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and give me a follow while you're there. Folks, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show, and let's be careful out there.